Yeah. I think my boy's having technical difficulties, y'all. But hopefully I can help him out through here. There we go. He's there. There we go. Perfect timing. Perfect
Oh,
timing.
okay.
Let's
It's
go.
cracking.
Let's go. It's on and cracking. Let's go.
Why is it so small on there? I can't even see myself. Shit.
You can't see yourself?
Mm.
Yeah, hey, don't worry, fool. You look good, bro. You looking good, bro.
Ha.
Where you at?
At home, might go out with
That's
my
what's up.
cousin.
Cut you cut off for me for a little bit. But hey man, we got good people in the house, man. Shout out to you guys. Is he cutting off for you guys too or just me? Let me know. Cause I got a different setup going on right now. It might be on just me. Okay, there you go. There you go.
Is that
There
better
we
or
go.
what?
Yeah, you're good right there, bro.
Uh,
Hey man, so how was your day, bro? What's going on? You say you at home just chilling?
yeah, cool. Just chilling, hanging out, being a lazy bum, enjoying Sunday. Drinking.
That's right, bro.
Huh.
Man, I'm excited, bro. I was excited. I low
What
key, I
about
got
you?
a. What's that?
So what about you? What you been up to today?
Just chilling, bro. Hey, I fix my little notes and stuff. By the way, people, this is not an interview. Me and him just gonna chop it up. I've been chopping it up with this man. First of all, let me introduce this man to y'all, man. This is Kanpolero. Um, really good guy, man. Overall, I've been chopping it up with this man for shit. What hours, right?
Yeah, it's been a
Sometimes.
while.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
like every time we get on the phone, we'll be talking like just long time. You
yeah,
know?
for sure, bro. And it's always a good conversation, and he has good things to say, bro. And he's been there and done that. If you guys know what I mean, but that's not what this is all about. We just want to show y'all. Look, man. You got one person here, another person over here that went down a wrong path, and now look. We're not popping, like, but we're getting by, and we're being men
Why does
at
it
the end
keep
of the
messing
day.
up? It keeps popping out in and out on you?
Does
All
that
right.
keep doing that to you?
No, no, I'm fine. Yeah, it keeps turning off.
Yo, 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 yo.
Maybe it's this streaming shit. Oh, was that how they do it every time or what?
This is for the most part, yeah, they use StreamYard or other platforms, or they'll go live together. But I think it might have been on my end, bro, because I was on the Wi-Fi, and I'm usually not on the Wi-Fi. I usually just run the mobile. Anyway, man. Hey, I know you guys got questions for my boy right here. We're gonna save the questions for last because I got a few of them to ask him, man.
Uh,
So,
give me one second, 1 second,
for
and,
sure,
and,
for
and
sure.
I gotta go do some real fast.
All right, take your time. I'll hold
Pause,
it down.
pause.
Hey, that's how look, that's how you know my boy a real one. He got regular shit to do just like all of us, bro. Shout out to Snoops, so Kanpolero, how you took the shit. Hey, stop it. Don't even Machete, don't put that on me, player. Come on. You cold blooded. Shout out to Spanx, man. Shout out to Machete. I'm sorry, I didn't I usually like to acknowledge y'all first, but we got a special guest on here. So Sven Larson, man. What's up with you, boy? Thank you so much. Active Leva and Great Standings. Mic check 1 2. That's a cold handle. Shout out to you, bro. Thank you for being here. The Shark City girl. Hey, he's cutting off here too. Yeah, he was cutting off for me too earlier. But it's okay. We'll make it work. Campo, you still owe the pat. I wait. Oh no. Hey, I'm gonna make sure I remind him that he still owes a pad. Damn. Be patient. Full punctuality is principle. Pinchi Mache. Oakland, everything. I see you, homegirl. Fuentes. Thank you so much for being here, man. Oh man. Hey, I thought for a second my boy, did you see my comment? Which one? Which one? Spanx. Kanpolero, you still
Is
hold the
that Frankie
pad. That
Quintero?
one? Shit.
Hold on, hold on. Yeah, I grabbed my laptop too just to see, you know?
Okay, no, you're good. You're good, bro. Yeah, earlier where you were at, the connection wasn't so great. You're good right there. You're perfect right there.
Oh, is it? Let me see.
Yeah, yeah, you're good.
I'm gonna try and find.
West, let's go. Shout out to Bam Bam. Hey, thank you, bro. Thank you
Oh,
for
Batman's
tuning
in the
in.
house.
Yeah,
That's
Bam
right.
Bam's in the house, man. Shout out to him, man. I'm glad he tuned in. We had a little. Oh shit, where'd he go? Where'd he go? Campolero, I'm gonna post the link right in the comments, bro. So you don't have to, y'all give my boy. Hey, this is his first time on StreamYard, y'all. So please, please, what my chat to say earlier? Patient, be patient, fool, patient. You know what I'm saying? I told Vans, I told him, I'm shit. But yeah, shout out to Bam Bam, bro. Shout out to you, bro. Very 100%, bro, and that's what I'm here for. I'm not here for the drama. I'm not here for the bullshit. I'm not here to pretend to be someone I'm not. I'm just myself. I'm Snoops. I'm a regular motherfucker, just like everybody else, bro. And if hopefully I could reach, a few people with my story and our boy story. Um, hey man, we did our job, right? Uh, 13, 12. It looks like he doesn't really want to be on your line. I'm just saying though. Hey, maybe, bro. Campolero, you could join back with the same link I sent you on your text message or the one in the comment section right now on the live, bro. Snoop, stay that way, my boy. Yeah, man. Oh, that's all we could do, man. Uh, you know, I'm cool. I'm 33 years old now, man. I got gray hairs, y'all. um, para andar pendejeando, that's at my age, it's not a good look, bro. But yeah, man, I appreciate you guys for being here, man. Um, like I said, just give the homie a little bit, and if we can't get him back, then hey, fuck it, we're gonna have to do it, some other time. Hopefully, he comes back though. It sounds like he got a lot going on right now, so he's trying to. Yeah, if you guys have spoken to this man, you guys know his mind it runs at a fast pace, man. I want to rap to you behind the scenes. Big Spanks, of course, bro. Get at me if you got Instagram. I believe I got a few of your people on there. Yeah, yeah. Look, I'm gonna shoot you this one, bro. Don't be bringing up old shit with the OG mouth. You don't want. No, no, hey, Machete, trust me, Machete. We got this under control. I promise you, bro. Trust me. That's 2 times you hold the house. Damn. Uh, check it out. Spanks. I'm gonna give you my personal one, bro. But let me know it's you, eh? What's up with this high now? Oh no, no, no. Still young. I don't feel. I mean, yeah, I still feel a little young, but bro, the sun bothers me now if I don't have my sunglasses now. Shit like that. My boy Wolf's in the house, man. Hey, man, 339, bro, 339 for that. Sheesh, Pinchy guy. Let me try this one more time. Okay. So, yeah, there he go, there you go, right there.
Man, what
Bam.
the fuck?
You're good. You're
Yeah.
good. You're back. You're back. You're back, brother.
Right. I'm trying to click on. I don't know why it went off. I have no idea. And then right now I got you on the laptop too, though. But I don't know why it went off. I was like,
Yeah,
what the fuck?
It's probably just you probably moving around. The connection throws it off. But anyway, bro. Hey, tell us about Culver
Yeah.
City. That's where you grew up, right?
No, I grew up more Venice. Venice, Santa
Oh,
Monica, you know,
okay,
Culver City
that's right.
also, both. I mean, all three actually. Like I was born in Santa Monica. I went to elementary in Santa Monica, and then I went to elementary in Culver City, and then I went to junior high Culver City, and then I lived in Venice. I went to Venice High School, and so I kind of bounced around. But that's all the West Side. For a
So
minute
you
there,
were
though, I
all
ended up
over.
in El Monte.
Oh
I was
wow.
in El Monte. Yeah, I got in trouble over there. They sent me to El Monte, and I went over there for a while. Then I was in El
Uh,
Monte High School, Mountain View High School for like, and then they sent me back to Culver City, because Culver City, the high school, I mean the junior high is Marina, and
okay.
and Venice is Mark Twain, but I went to Marina. But it's crazy because I was in high school in El Monte, which is ninth grade, but over there in Culver City and Venice, all that 7, 8, 9 is junior high. So I went backwards. I went from like
What?
high school to junior high in the same grade. That shit was weird as shit. So I bounced
That's
around basically.
so around this time, you're already off the porch and running amok, or
Yeah, I was
where
running amok, but I wasn't from a hood yet. I didn't
where
get
where?
jumped in my hood until I was 15.
Oh, okay. When did you start? Running amok, bro?
And it was shit. Well, I've been running amok my whole life, but I was,
He's like, I never stopped.
I, oh, for real, because see, my mom was like, it was that old story, you know what I mean? She drug addict and all that shit, and she wasn't the best mom. She's gone, you know what I mean? And
But
so
God rest his
it
soul,
was
man.
it was a rough life. So it's just I didn't have a mom. I basically just was on my own. So I was just out there running amok since I was small. You know what I mean? Like I don't even remember how young, because I
You,
remember my whole life. It was dark out and I was running around, didn't give a shit. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like I always been out there in the street, always. But
you,
I didn't get jumped in a hood till 15.
you pretty much raised yourself, is what you're saying.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah, yeah,
I
I
hated
can
my
see that.
childhood, and I put that in some of my rap songs that I wrote. Is because I hated my childhood. I couldn't wait to be an adult, just because like I don't know. Some people miss their childhood. I couldn't wait to be grown, but it took me 25 years to be grown, because once you start going to juvenile hall and then camp and all that, and then I went straight to prison. I was gone from 18 to 25, so technically I didn't get to start life until after that.
18
And
and
so
25. That's what I'm glad you brought that up. So
yeah.
what was the first time you hit Julie Hall, bro? And for what?
What was
If
it,
you
for
don't mind
what
me,
or
you don't
when?
have to say for what.
No, it wasn't a big deal. The crime was my first case was for a gun. They caught me for a
Okay.
gun. Trip on this. My dad turned me in. He was like
Oh yeah,
scared. Yeah, he was like scared or something. I don't know. He was tripping. Oh, I'm trying to look on the. He was tripping. Like he started going to one. I don't know what the fuck his trip was. So I go back and forth to my mom and my dad, and he one day I was at my mom's visiting, and she lived down in Venice, and my dad called and he's like telling me, he's like, "Hey, when are you coming back, son?" Like if you like being all like loving, and he ain't like that. We don't have that kind of relationship. And I was like, "What the fuck?"
yes.
Like we miss you. I knew something was wrong, but I couldn't figure
Mhm.
out what. Right. And then he's like, "Oh man, no, it's just been a while. You've been at your mom's." I said, "I've only been at my mom's for 3 days." But I was getting tired of being there anyway. So I was like, "Yeah, I'll be home." He goes, "Cool. Just let me know when you're on your way." You know what I mean? Because I want to go out to dinner and stuff. I'm like, "All right." So I let him know before we left, and he had the police waiting for me when I got there. Because
Oh
I guess
man,
he
that's
went to
a
my room and he
cold.
found a strap underneath between my mattresses. And shit, I was 14, 15, just turned 15 also. That's
Wow.
when he caught me. I had that motherfucker about a year already though. Yeah, so
Wow,
that was
bro.
the
That's
first
tough,
case,
man.
and then the second case was for another strap. And back then they would just give me probation and send me out. You know what I mean? I went to Silmar Juvenile Hall. I went to Central Juvenile Hall. I go to Los Padrinos, and then
Okay.
Then I got another one for a burglary and some kind of and threats because over some breaking in some car. I didn't break in the car. I just got into it with someone and I tried to make them to come out their house and they wouldn't come out. So I threw a brick in his window, his car window, and then he didn't come out. So I left and I told my homeboys, and they're like, "Oh, that fool got a system." So they went back and they jacked him, and then that fool and that fool ratted me out, man. And so they came and arrested me for that one. But he never showed up to court, so they dropped that and then got out and he got another one for another strap. And then finally they kept me for camp. As soon as I got out of camp, I went back for armed robberies. Like
what
2-3
camp
weeks
were you
later.
at?
I opened Camp Challenger, the one out here in Lancaster, and from there I ended up going to fire camp for juveniles. Though it's Camp 15, yeah, Camp Lewis Roth or something like that.
You never went to Kilpatrick?
Nope. I was just going to that one because I just went to juvie. Then all of a sudden they sent me to camp, and I was already turning 18 now by this. I mean, so
No.
That's what, because I was still under juvenile probation and everything, but I was like, fuck all that shit. Fuck that. I ain't going to Hawaii.
So
I'd rather just go with the big dogs, you know what I mean? And they're like, you know what to do to young kids in there? I said, yeah, I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? And, you know?
So something I don't think the people know. My boy knows Muay Thai.
Oh, Muay Thai?
Yeah.
Yeah, when I got out though, I had a lot of aggression. Okay. so I thought I got into it and it was pretty cool.
And this is when you got out of juvie or prison.
Someone asked me that $1 million question. They said, "Hey, what's your record?" I was like 1-0.
Like, that's right. You told me.
Yeah.
You think so? I don't think you caught my question. Did you learn Muay Thai after you got out of juvie or after you got
after I got out of prison even?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was already 12. I was 25. Before it was all street, everything was street fighting, which is not knowing how to fight, just being wild, having a heart, pretty much, you know?
So I heard, so you've been locked up, you were locked up obviously from the age of 14 all the way up to 25, right?
No. It was 15.
Well, you
I got arrested at the younger, yeah. And then just but I had breaks until I turned 18. Then when I turned 18, I was gone from 18 to 25 straight.
25, yeah. Okay, yeah, I got that one. So I heard a little bird told me that you were locked up. You actually met a lot of celebrities, bro. You were locked up with a certain somebody. Let's call him Monster Cody.
Yeah, Shanika Shakur.
Is that what he went by? What, he turned Muslim?
Yeah. That's a revolutionary. He was.
And if you guys are familiar with Monster Cody, man, he's the infamous Crip that apparently
from A-Tray Gangster. From A-Tray Gangster.
A-Tray Gangster Crip. Big old dude. Was he really big as they say, bro? That motherfucker was.
He wasn't big, but he was not a small guy. I mean, like he's probably my height. You know what I mean? And I'm only 5'10" and a half, so I don't remember what he was, but he wasn't some monster. That's not why they called him monster. They call him monster for, I guess, the shit he did.
But of course, yeah.
So it's like it was a trip when I first got to the shoe because everybody in there is, the respect level. It doesn't matter. You know what I mean? What they're north, south, like whatever color, like the respect is still there. You know what I mean? And there were some big homies there and stuff, but everybody looks out for like each other right there. Cause there's not a lot. It's only 4 cells on the bottom and 4 on the top. So a black cell will say was going to showers, and this dude walks up to my cell door and he's like, 'cause we just got there, me and my cellie, and my cellie was like he was looking at him, and he was looking at him like he knew him, but he wasn't saying nothing. And then he's like, "What's up?" He introduced himself. He said, "Hi, what's up? My name is Sanika Shakur or whatever." And we're like, "All right, whatever." And he goes, "Yeah, I know you guys don't have nothing to read. You just got here." So he slid a book underneath, and we slid the book underneath. He went to the showers, and then he turned around, and then my son is like, "That's him." And he's looking at the book because he slid us his book that he wrote.
He's fanning out. He's fanning out.
I'm like, well, who? He goes, "That the one on the cover of the book," and it showed it said Monster or whatever, and his whole look and it, Monster Cody Scott, whatever, and I was like, "No, it's not." He goes, "Man, that's him, fucker." And then when he came back out, I goes, "Is this you?" He goes, "Yeah." I go, "Oh shit, a celebrity." That was cool. I mean, and he was cool people, but he became a revolutionary. That's what he called himself.
Good for him.
I don't think he's Muslim. I don't think he's Muslim, but I don't know. Might have been Muslim. I don't know. I really don't know. But
he didn't wear the kufi or none of that.
No, he couldn't. Anyway, wearing the shoe. We didn't have. All you had was that damn mustard colored jumpsuit. And then later, for my next shoe, there in the Pelican Bay, I ended up next door to not next door. Well. Okay, Monster Cody wasn't my next door neighbor. He was downstairs. But I ended up at one point next door to Peabody, who was UBN, LA Denver Lane, actually, but he started the UBN. And he used to have, what's his name? Fucking, oh, God. That damn Suge Knight used to go visit him up there in the Bay, even. Yeah, Suge. And then I used to like Yo-Yo, that rapper Yo-Yo. Remember I was telling you?
Throwing up the West Side. Suge and Yo-Yo?
Yeah, I didn't. Huh?
You saw I didn't see Yo-Yo?
Suge would come visit him, but I didn't see him.
Okay.
Yeah. I never went to visit.
You did see Yo-Yo, right?
No. I didn't see what it was. I told him I liked her, you know what I mean? He goes, "That's my little homegirl." He goes, "I go, ask her, she'll write me and shit." And he got at her, but she used to write him, but she didn't want to write me. So she sent an autographed picture though. So that was dope. So that was cool enough.
Dope. Yeah. That's super. Not everybody could say they got an autographed picture from Yo-Yo.
And who else? Celebrities. The Corker shoe. There was Manson was there, but that's about it I could think of. Sir Hand.
You said Manson
was right there. Were weird. Yeah.
How was that guy? I heard.
He was actually really cool, and he had love for the homies. He would buy them like TVs and shit if they needed it. Let me help you out.
Oh, so he had it going on, huh?
Yeah, like he don't act as crazy like that. Like he didn't act as crazy in real life as he did that you see on TV, because he was trying to portray something else. I don't know why, but he was like more normal.
Marilyn Manson. Marilyn Manson.
Not Marilyn Manson. Charles Manson. Hold on.
Go ahead, take your time. I'm gonna answer some of these. Go ahead, answer some of these comments. Look, hey, sorry guys if I'm not. Don't think I'm trying not to acknowledge y'all. I'm just letting the homie, tell the story, man. So.
You tell me.
Yeah. Mentioned Pearl Jam in one of her songs. Hey, Pearl Jam is the shit, bro. If you ain't up on Pearl Jam, you don't know good music.
That's old school shit.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah. You back with us, my boy? Hey,
yeah.
What's up, buddy?
I get my kid out the pool.
Look, that's righteous, bro. That's what it's all about, my people. See, this is what I'm talking about. This man's over here enjoying his life, bro, with his family. Ain't got to worry about looking over his shoulder. None of that, bro.
That's what it's all about.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it's all about.
That's why I fuck with you, my boy. So you go into prison from 18 to 25.
Yeah.
Let me ask you the cliche question. What did you?
I didn't drop the soap. Yeah, I didn't drop.
No. I'm just kidding. They swear everybody be asking that shit, right? But anybody, no, for real. What was your first meal, bro? That you were like, oh, I need to have that. Once you got out.
You wanna know what's crazy? When I was in there, because you are so fucking hungry. What are you doing?
I'm doing this.
What's up, buddy?
What's up?
You are that hungry, you know what I mean? And hold on a second.
Take your time.
And so I just don't want to mess up my hat. But
gotcha.
Yeah, so when you get out, it's like I I used to dream about that first meal when I came home. I was thinking like, of course, I wanted to be like pizza because that's my favorite food. Believe it or not, one of them.
Okay.
But
This is your favorite food. I know that.
when they actually released me, it was kind of weird because I pro from high desert and
Correct. Correct.
and when I pro from high desert, what they did back then, I don't know how they do it now, but what they did back then is you end up. What's it? I don't know. You end up sorry, I got distracted. What are you doing?
No worries. No worries.
So I'm trying to like sit in the right position here. All right, so
You're good, brother. Hey,
are you ready? Okay, so when you pro, how they used to do it is it's far from everything. High desert is Susanville, but it's high desert and it's far from everything. So you hop on the van, you gotta pay.
No?
Huh?
It's like way up north.
No, it's like way up there. Yeah, it's by Reno.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and that's the closest thing. So what they used to do is you'd hop on, you'd pay them, and this one came to pick you up. But I didn't have no one to pick me up. I ended up, so I've had to pay like, I don't even remember. It was like 50, 60 bucks. I don't remember what they charged her, 35 bucks. I don't remember. A van that had a bunch of people in it, whoever else was trolling, drive us to Reno. And then you get like a pass to, not literally a pass, but you could be because you're out of state at that point. Because Reno is not right, so that'd be absconding if you're there too long. Yeah, so you get to be there. I don't know how many hours it is, 2-3 hours or something. And if you're caught there after that, you're absconded. Well, so I'm going to Reno, and that was a trip because everything was different now. Because this is the time when everything changed. You know what I mean? Everything. I'm talking about ATMs and the damn sinks that are the electronic sinks in the toilets. When that came out, like I was in there flipping out on the toilet.
Like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, like it wouldn't even flush. I'm like, how the fuck is I'm trying to do courtesy flushes like I'm in prison and shit. You know, I just flush. I couldn't flush, you know what I mean? And then I'm trying to wash my hands and I couldn't figure it out. I was like yelling at the sink, like, what the fuck is wrong with this shit? You know, that shit was crazy. Bro. And then, but I'm gonna answer your question. I'm getting to it. So the last thing at the moment was on my mind was the only thing on my mind at that time was getting to my flight because I was taking an airplane back. So I made it. I got to Southwest Airlines, got on the plane. You know what I mean? I was walking around lost like a tourist, didn't know what the hell I was doing. I get on the plane and then the lady, she walks up and she's like, "Sir, would you like something to drink?" Now, I haven't had alcohol in like a lot of years or anything, right?
Oh, man. So you was...
Oh, man, it was exciting. And I was like, and I'm on an airplane and I'm like, oh, shit. Yeah, I'll take whatever it was I ordered. I must have been a beer, you know, and I ordered the beer and then they bring it to me and in the cup, it said Southwest Airlines, a symbol of freedom. And I was like, oh, that's just dope. I'm saving this cup.
What a coincidence, right?
Yeah, so I drank that and trip out on this. To answer your question is all that thought about the first thing I'm going to eat, that was the last thing on my mind because it was like so exciting because there's like no feeling better than that. Really, if anybody's done any amount of time that when you're going home or you go home, that is like probably the ultimate like feeling, the ultimate high, the ultimate everything is that. Dad, you know, I'm having your kid. Even having your kid, that's great, but you got stress behind it because you got worry. Am I going to be able to be a good father? You know what I mean? But when you're paroling, that feeling is like no other. You know what I mean? It's like wow. And the longer you've done, I'm sure the better it is. And some people are scared because they're institutionalized. I wasn't this, so I was like,
that's very sad. We were just talking about that last night. Yeah.
And there was a CEO there. I remember CEO telling me. And when I didn't mean to cut you off. There's a CEO as I'm leaving, he said something like, I'll see you back or see you soon. Because, you know, we're like a statistic. I said, I'm not a statistic, bro. I'm not coming back. But I ended up going back. But it wasn't for like 10 years or something, for a long time. And not back there, just getting in trouble, going to county and all that good stuff. But yeah, so I get back, you know what I mean? I get picked up now from LAX. And as soon as I got there, my mom already had the homies like called up. They show up and everybody showed up with just Coronas and Heinekens and shit. And
hell yeah.
and got faded as fuck, right? And it felt good. Once again, the last thing on my mind was eating. That's the trip. I didn't even think about eating. And so the next day, I went to Inglewood because that's where I had to go to parole at the time.
Okay.
I ended up coming up to Palmdale with my dad because I don't get along with my mom, but I went to Inglewood parole. And the first thing that happened when I walk in, the lady, she hands me a cup and she's like, okay, I'm gonna need you to pee in the cup. And I was like, for what? And she said, well, for testing. And I said, because I was on high control parole. And I was like, for testing. I was like, oh shit, what do you mean? I said, I'm clean for drugs. I ain't tripping on that. But what else am I testing for? She's like, you're testing for alcohol. And I'm like, why? Why am I testing for alcohol? I'm an adult, you know? They said one of the stipulations.
It shouldn't be an issue.
And I handed her the cup back and said, well, then you might as well put the cuffs on because I'm a fail. I've been drinking. I drank. And she's like, what do you mean you drank? I said, I'm just being honest. Like I said, I went out to dinner with my mom and I had a couple of beers because I was celebrating being free with my mom. That was it. I was lying, of course. But she's like, well, how long do you think it'll take you to be clean? I said, I don't know. How long is alcohol stay in your system? And she said, well, if you come back the day after tomorrow, will you be good? I said, I'll be good. And so that's how I started, and everything worked out after that.
She showed you love, bro. She showed you love, man.
Yeah, probably because I was like, I didn't even try to play a game. I was just like, dude, I drank. I didn't even know. She goes, you didn't read your papers? I go, who the fuck reads that shit? I was excited. You know? Like, I did shit, you know?
I'm out. Yeah, I ain't reading none of that shit.
Yeah, I'm out. It doesn't even matter. You know what I mean? But I guess it did matter. I could have went to jail again. Because I seen that happen. I had a celly spooky from Jimtown. Man, that fool, I ended up, he was my celly, right? And I wrote him, he was getting out, and I was writing a letter the day he was, like, say he's getting out in the morning. And so he goes, what are you doing, fool? I go, I'm writing you a letter. He goes, you're writing me a letter? What the fuck? I go, to your mom's house. You know what I mean? Because that's where he was rolling to. I go, so when you get out, you could get a letter from me. You know what I mean? And so I actually stuck it in the door, and they came back and collected the mail while he was there. Gets out, and next thing you know, I swear to God, I was where was that? Where was that? Oh, because I ended up getting, because I picked up a slashing in Calipat. This is when I'm in Calipat. Back before it was bad or whatever. You know what I mean? This is back in fucking 1994, 95, 96. It's like 1996. It's way back when. So when I picked that, I ended up getting transferred. I beat that one though, but I did go the hole. But I ended up getting transferred to High Desert. But while I was waiting, I had this celly, so he paroles. Spooky for Jimtown, if you're out there. You know what I mean? Shout out to you. And well, as soon as I get to High Desert, they're bringing someone in, and what do you know? This fool's my neighbor. Fucking Spooky.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't that long, so I wasn't in Calipat that long. And so he walked out. I said, what the fuck? That's crazy, man. What the fuck? And he's like, what the? And I said, what happened? He goes, you want to know the craziest shit? He goes, I got out and I was kicking it with my lady for a couple of days. And then after that, we got into it because I wanted to go to the hood. And then even though I'm all putting his business on blast, but whatever.
For sure.
Yeah, he said, so I went to the hood and my lady was mad because she's like, you're going to start fucking up again. I was like, chill. And I went, and so she got mad, and then he kicked in his hood for one day or whatever. Then he went home to his mom's, and he said he went to his mom's. Well, I guess his lady got pissed off, and I don't know if she called the PO or something. I'm not sure. And that was a long time ago. But all I know is he said that he went inside, gave his mom a hug, and she said, mijo, could you check the mail? He goes, all right. He said he went out to check the mail, and he opened up my letter. My letter was there. He said, I was reading your letter, fool, and the fucking cops, freeze, mama. And they brought him. But she dropped whatever it was, and he came back on a violation, and he became my neighbor. Like, another statistic, you know what I mean? Like, fuck, that's fucked up. But
that is fucked up. But at least you had, you know, you had a homie there that you already knew. I
by this point I knew a few people because I had already been in a few years at this point. But like everywhere you go, you know, the more you're around, the more people know you. You know what I mean? So and even though there's a lot of prisons, it's a small world.
It's a small, exact, especially
Yeah.
in prison and jail, bro. Everybody, there's no secrets in there. You know, everybody knows
Nah,
everybody, and yeah, man. So, um, how were you able to
stay
get
out.
yeah? How were you? No, how were you able to get work post release, bro?
Oh well,
I know it was
fortunately
probably
for
tough.
me, I had people on my side pulling for me. You know what I mean? First of all, I had people like homeboys. My first job, my homie actually had a job waiting for me. He was a
Hmm.
manager at a in cosmetic group USA, whatever the fucking off of Penrose and Violin or wherever was that, or Sun Valley, and
Okay,
he
out
had
there in the
he
valley.
had a warehouse job, but he had that waiting for me, and I went there. I didn't like that. I didn't quit it, and then I started doing some someone else got me a job doing some flooring or whatever, carpet. And I did that for a second, and I mean that like a second. But then my uncle offered me a job doing fire sprinklers and shit, and so
That's what you
that's what I
currently
do
do to
to
this
this
day,
day.
right?
Yeah, it's been 20
Yeah.
something years I've been doing it. Yeah.
You enjoy your job? You like what you do?
Mm, uh, well, I used to. I used to. Okay, when
Yeah.
I started my job, I hated it. I hated it. It was like
Hmm.
because I don't know why. It was too I don't know what the fuck it was about it. I tell you the truth, I don't remember why, but I just hated it. And then, but it was a job, and so I just kept grinding. The next thing you know, I got the code book. We have a lot of our code books like that fat, and all the fire codes and stuff. And I just started applying them. And my uncle told me, just read that book. It's gonna be like Chinese to you right
Done.
now, but
Yeah.
you can start applying them to the jobs. And when I started applying,
Hmm.
oh, this is light hazard, this is ordinary hazard, this is a small room, whatever. You know what I mean? Different things that have to do with it, all fire codes. Once I started, I said, "Oh shit!" Now I'm on a new job, and I'm like, "This makes sense now." I'm like, "Oh, this is why this is." You know what I mean? And then he
Because you
taught
put
me
the
how to
effort in.
yeah, and then I learned how to read the plans and stuff. So I'm reading plans, blueprint, whatever. And now it's getting interesting. And then I ended up now getting my first job. Like they put me on my first job by myself. And I
Hmm.
remember I freaked out. I was freaking out because like it was,
Performance anxiety.
yeah, I didn't think I was ready. And
Yeah.
the boss told my uncle, because I was with my uncle, and he said, "You think he's ready?" He goes, "He's ready." So they put me on a job. I was there freaking out. I'm calling him up, cussing him out. It's like, "Mother, I'm not ready for this shit. I quit. I quit. I hate the job. I hate," you know what I mean, freaking out. And then, because I wanted to do the best I could, and it was too much. And then, so I guess the boss, the owner, he called my uncle. My uncle said, "Man," he said, "don't let him get out that easy." He said, "Make him learn. He'll think he got this shit." And then,
Yeah.
and the boss tells me, "There's nothing I can do. You got to finish the job." I said, "Well, I quit." He goes, "You can't quit. You got
Figure
to
it out.
finish."
Yeah.
And I
No,
was
you
like,
got
"All
to
right, then
figure
I'm
it
gonna fuck it up on purpose. I'm gonna sit here and just do everything wrong." They go, "Well, go ahead, but you got to finish it."
out.
And I sat there and I was like, "I'll show them." And then I took him and read the paper blueprint, blah 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 blah, and it came out really good. I ended up like banging it out. After that, I was a champion. One job
You
after the
got,
next, and
hey,
then I loved my job because now I'm being put on jobs. I'm doing my jobs. I'm the foreman, and with reading plans, whatever. And
fuck
now
yeah.
it's like my days are flying because I'm the one doing all the thinking and stuff. I'm not just being told what to do. And then I got into my trade.
Mm.
But today I've been doing it for so long. I hate that job. I don't hate it, but
You're just burnt out. You're just burnt out.
I'm just tired of it. It ain't the trade. It's a good
Yeah.
trade. I mean, it makes good money, but I'm just sick of it. You know what I mean? I guess
Hey, but you got blessed, bro. You got blessed. You know, I
okay.
remember when I got out, dude. I bullshit you not. I probably put in a good 40 applications everywhere, and I got 2 calls back, and they didn't hire me because of my record. And
You
it
know what?
sucked, bro.
You're right about that because I did
Mhm.
have help, but I've also gotten myself a lot of jobs on my own. Granted, once you have a trade, it doesn't matter your record is like for me, for my art trade, because it's construction still, you know. But
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I could get a job anywhere doing what
It's
I
good.
do though, no problem. In any town, in any city, in any state. I mean, it's just doing fire protection, and they'll hire me because it's hard to find experienced people. So once you learn the trade, you're golden. It don't matter your record unless you have a job where your record is you need some kind of security clearance or something. But
Correct.
but beyond that, dude, they were gonna one time trip on this. At first I used to roll with my uncle, right? I was his apprentice, and I wouldn't play with that phone by the pool. But anyways, so well, one day we're coming home because I had to see a psych, and I had to see high control parole was bullshit. I don't know if they still do this anymore, but how they used to do it for high control is you get like one visit, a scheduled visit. I would show up over there. One visit, he would show up at my house, and one visit would be like a surprise visit, and you know, and then I had to see the psych because of violence or whatever once a month, which is a waste of time. Well, one month, one time.
Let me stop you right there.
Yeah.
They were claiming you had PTSD. Let me guess.
For me?
Yeah, the psych was.
No, they're telling me that? No. They it was just a waste of time. They said because of all the violence that I was involved in there with the shoe terms and all that.
Okay.
That was a program that we had to, and okay, the first time I went, it was like this. I walked in there and I was all annoyed, and he went and said like, so how's everything going? And I'm like, it's fine. And then he's like, yeah, you have how's work? And I go, it's great. Do you get mad? I go, no. And it's like, all right, well, have a nice day. And see you next month. And I'm like, really? This is it? Like, what a waste of money. You know what I mean? Like, I don't even get it. And they're giving me a hard time, like, because they said if I missed it, that they're gonna violate me. And I'm like, fuck, for what? Like, I even told him, I go, I think this is bullshit. And then when I said that, he documented that, like I have anger issues and all that. I was like, wow, that's cool.
Shit.
You know what I mean? Because I said something like, I think it's bullshit, waste of money. I come in here, you don't do nothing. You're not helping me. All you do is ask me, how's your job? How's it going at home? Fine. Okay, see you next month. And that was it. I was like, oh, hell no. So I learned to play the game. And when I played the game, that means just every month I went in there and smiled, a fake little smile. And I said, hi, how you doing? How's everything? Everything's fine. And I never told him nothing. How's it at home? Everything's fine. How's work? It's great. See you next month. Well, 1 month after I was like already, I don't know, a year and a half in or something, no violations or nothing. Cause I had 3 years high control and they did not make it short. Well, it was like it might have even been almost 2 years of doing this, never violated, never got a dirty test, nothing, everything good, and just working. And we were coming back from a job in Cedars-Sinai, and we got a call, and I had to be there at a certain time, like by 4 o'clock or whatever, right? But we got a call that someone hit a fire sprinkler pipe in the hospital, Cedars-Sinai, and we had emergency. We had to go back. And I was like, I can't go back. They're going to violate me. You know what I mean? And that would have been the only thing I've ever done. And so I called him. I called that doctor guy or whatever, and I let him know. I said, hey, check it out. I can't make it. I got an emergency, blah, blah, blah. He said, oh, that's fine. That's fine. So we turned around. What you know about when I went back, they tried to violate me for that shit. I couldn't believe it. I swear to God. And there used to be... There was my PO was, his name was Mr. Matheny or something. Well, he ended up getting transferred. And so they put me with the new PO, some guy named Bird or something like that, some bullshit. And he was not cool. He was not cool at all. I never really, he was supposed to be my new PO, and he's the one, like, when he called me, he said, look, dude, he goes, I'm already putting in your paperwork to violate you. I said, for what? He said, because you didn't show up to that doctor's. I said, that's fucking nuts, dude. I said, you got all these fools out there like running amok. I've been almost 2 years without even like messing up one time working. I had a townhouse, everything by this point. And and for one miss of one doctor that I called, you're gonna violate me? I was like, that's crazy. Like, you guys really trying to keep people down, you know? And
They
he's like,
really
hey, I
are,
don't even
bro.
know you. He said, the first time I met you, you already messed up in my book. So I called my old
Oh, he
PO
was
and I was
one of
like,
those.
you can't help me out, bro, because he was like, he was cool, but like he was to the book, you know? I said, you can't help me
Mm-hmm.
out?
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, I'm sorry, there's nothing I could do. And sure enough, so I called that PO, the new one, and he was told me to come in so he could violate me, whatever. And then when I call him, I go, okay, what time you want me there? And he's like, well, I don't know what happened, but for some reason, your paperwork came up missing. So that means my old PO, he ended up grabbing the paper and throwing it in the trash or something. That was pretty dope.
Oh, so you got blessed. You got blessed. And
Yeah,
then,
and then
yeah.
even better, that fool. I went to call for the to I started to go in, and guess what? He was no longer my PO no more. He goes, you know what? Well, you got lucky. They put him somewhere else, and I ended up with some dude named Flores, a Mexican dude, and he was cool as fuck. He showed up, and he goes, look, dude, I don't give a fuck. I don't care about the testing. I don't care about you drinking.
Yeah.
He goes, the way I see it, you respect me, I respect you. And he goes, if you drink and do something stupid, that's on you. I'll get the call. You know what I mean? Saying
Yeah.
this guy's in jail. Beyond that, just handle your business. And so after that, I
Hey,
was easy going, you know?
is it just my experience? But it sounds like your experience might have been the same. Even the COs, the ones that are raza, will let you slide with a little bit more, right?
They will.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I noticed that.
And I don't know if it's a racial thing, what I mean by raza with raza, even though I should address that about me. Because, you know what I mean? Because someone
Yeah.
made a
Go
comment,
ahead.
not trying to go off topic, but someone made a
No, no,
comment.
no, no.
Oh, he's not
I was
even
supposed.
raza. He's not even mini mean. I'm like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Like, I'm a sureño, homie. What the fuck you talking about? You know, like, I've been with Mexicans my whole life. My girl's Mexican. My kids are Mexican. You know what I mean? So it's like, what the fuck? But all my homies, everybody's Mexican. Mexican is, if I'm not blue, I'm brown. You know what I mean? But
That's right. That's right.
but if you want to know, technically, no. You know what I mean? I'm the one kid. Even my siblings, my cousins, everybody's Mexican German, because my whole family's married. Even my dad, he's married a Mexican woman for like almost like 45 years. You know what I mean? But I was the one that the firstborn in the whole family, and you know, I ended up being a white dude. But I was
Hey,
raised
ain't
different.
no
You
wrong
know?
with that, dog. It's just, hey,
Yeah, but
it's
like
what
I'm
you
white,
want on
but
the
there ain't nothing
inside.
white about me. I don't have no white cellies or nothing. I wouldn't even know how to. Nothing against white people. I'm just saying
No,
we would have
no,
nothing
for
in
sure.
common. We'd have nothing in common. You know?
Hey, check it out, y'all. I hate to cut you off, Kanpolero, but last night,
I don't know.
I was talking to him, and I was saying Spanish words, and then repeating them in English, like he didn't understand. He's like, I understand Spanish, right? Like, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, come on
Oh
now.
man,
Hey, the
yeah,
homies
man.
in jail, like they used to in the shoe, like the big homies,
Mhm.
they be practicing that Nahuatl. You know what I mean? That Nahuatl
Yeah.
with the Aztec language and
Oh,
or
boy,
Nahuatl, whatever, and
no, what then?
and they be going from that to Spanish to that, and I like hold on, I have my book and I be trying to learn the words, and they be like, hey, Mouse, first learn Spanish, and then you could learn this shit. I was like, oh, feeling all bad
That's
out of
what he
place.
does. Hey, there's levels to this mouse.
Yeah,
They're
yeah,
telling you.
yeah.
Oh shit, we lost him. It's because he's moving around too much, y'all. Damn it. It was getting good too. Um, Here, let me do this. There he is.
I know what it is
Bam, add
now.
to stage.
I barely touched the damn phone, and it
Uh huh.
goes to a
It
different
booted you
page, and
off.
it takes yeah.
Yeah, it happens, bro. You're good.
So
You're
back
good.
to
You're
what
back
I
in
was
here,
saying,
bro.
I guess originally was it the race that so I don't know if they're just cooler in general, the like the COs or whoever that's with the raza, or if it's just with their own and their own and their own. You know what I mean? Because I know that the like white COs and brother COs, like no one ever was really shitty towards me because I was never loud. I was never disrespectful. You know how we carry ourselves. So I never had a
Exactly. We
real
can.
problem
Yeah.
with the CO, but
Mhm.
like yeah, like Raza ones would be cooler with us, and then sometimes they play that game like they like Southsiders more, they like Northsiders more, depending on where they
Hey,
were
that's a
from.
trip, huh? Yeah,
Yeah,
I've seen that. I've seen that, bro. I mean, I would literally hear these fools whistle like us, and
ah,
like, yeah, like what the fuck, like it's a trip. But yeah, but I think so, bro. I think so. Every if you're Raza, you're and the Raza devs or CEO, they're gonna look out for you a little bit more. And if you're white, and then the white CEO is gonna look out. It's just how it works. I think. I don't know.
yeah, I guess
But anyway,
because yeah,
go
I
ahead.
know
Go ahead.
I don't like a couple people that I guess it depends. Yeah, actually, I didn't want to go into something I was about to talk about, so let me change the subject on that.
No, no,
Yeah,
you're good, bro. You're good. You're
yeah.
good. Hey, so you were I wanted to I said you were a celebrity for a reason. My boy was on the Hater World. How was that, bro?
Oh, that was cool. That was cool as hell. And that was the trip because imagine this. Okay, let me tell you what happened right before that. Like
Mm-hmm.
first, I ended up going over to the swap meet, right? And when I was at the
Okay.
swap meet, um, there's where I bought my sweat. Everybody's seen them. Some people have seen them. The sweatshirts I have that say like Dodgers or Los Angeles on them. Well, that's where
Yeah.
I was getting one of those. And the dude, my girl knows, the dude right there, he's like, hey, aren't you on YouTube channel? I watch you shoot Kanpolero or whatever. I was like, what? And so that was interesting. But then I got a call from one of my boys in Sacramento, because I used to live in Sacramento for about 3.5 years. I was working up there.
Oh wow.
And,
You
yeah,
can tell me
and
about
not
that.
too long ago, not too long ago. And it was cool up there. I liked it. But I mean, it was cool. It was different. I mean, but of course, nothing compares to down here. But I don't
Nothing's
know.
better than home,
It was
bro.
nice.
There's
It was
no
a
place
nice
like home.
change. It was a nice change. You know what I mean? Because it is different up there, and there was never no problems
Yeah,
with me.
that's
You know
what
what
I
I mean?
heard.
People wonder about like, oh, you're up there
Yeah,
with all
that's what I
them
hear.
these guys and those guys. I didn't have a problem with anybody. Everybody like not running into dudes that. Plus in Sacramento where I was at, they actually have Southsiders there too. It was Chito Rana's hood was right there actually where we were staying at.
What is it?
Um,
What is that? Hyde Park or something like,
the
or
Hyde
Howe
Park
Park, something like that?
and Arcadia. Was it some Arcadia?
The Arden Arcade.
Oh, Arden Arcade. Yeah. Oh, you know it. So
Yeah,
Arden
yeah.
Arcade and Hyde Park was where like we were living. It's me and my girl and my son right here. And so there's a lot of homies out there, but it still wasn't it wasn't about that when I was out there. I was out there working. And so like people like would tell me like, oh, this and that. And I did I work everywhere. So up there I was in Oakland, I was in San Francisco, I was in San Jose, which it is active, you know what I mean? And Stockton, whatever, you know what I mean? But I never had any problems, me personally. But I guess some people do. But beyond that, it was cool. But what was I getting at? Oh yeah. So I met a couple people up there. So and now I'm down here, and this is to the current story. My buddy gives me a call, and he's like, "Hey," he's like, he. Let me tell you what the conversation that took place I didn't know about. He went to go pick up some bud at one of his buddy's house. His buddy was a norteño. As a matter of fact, if he's watching this, shout out to he knows who he is, and that's one of his boys, whatever. And so he went over to his boy's house, and he's like, hey. He's like, what's up? Like, you got any weed, whatever? He's like, yeah. And he's like, oh, there's this dude I watch. He's on this new dude. He's on whatever YouTube. He's dope. He goes, check him out. And my boy didn't care. He's like, dude, just all right, yeah, that's cool. Like, I don't whatever. You know what I mean? He's like, I'm in a hurry. You know, I gotta go. And he's like, nah, fool, you gotta watch. You gotta check this shit out. He goes, He's like, dude, I gotta go. He goes, man, just watch. So he hands him the phone and he looks at it and it's me. And then he goes, oh, that's my homie. That's my homie and shit. And that fool snatches the phone out of his hand. He goes, you fucking liar. You don't know this fool. Get out of here. And he's like, what? He goes, I know him. He goes, you don't know Kanpolero. Are you kidding me? He goes, now call him right now. He goes, call him. And then so he called me up, and I never answered the phone. But this time I happened to answer. Hello, he goes, oh shit, and he started laughing, and he put me on the phone with him. He's like, oh shit, this really him? What's up, bro? He's like, I'm rocking. So that
That's
already I was
dope.
tripping out. So this guy knows me from over there, you know what I mean, from Sacramento.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm like, wow, that's crazy. And then my nephew gave me a call, and he's like, damn, he goes, and he started singing that Campo, whatever. I was like, what the hell? You seen that? Now is the hater world. So I was
Yes.
going there with John Diesel. John Diesel, like he called me up one
Shout out
day.
to John Diesel, man.
Yeah, shout out to John Diesel, and he told me he wanted to get something going down here. He was down here from Oakland or whatever, and he wanted to like just hook up and shit. Like he wanted to get something going, but he hasn't been feeling really good lately. So, anyways, I was like, yeah.
Okay.
He goes, maybe we can meet each other like somewhere, because he's thinking I'm in LA. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
I go, yeah, we could hook up, whatever, you know what I mean? And he's like, so when we, whatever, whatever conversation was had, and he's like,
For
so
sure.
exactly, like, where you at? And like, how far? Maybe we could meet halfway. I go, well, I'm in Palmdale right now, bro. He's like, you're in Palmdale. He goes, I'm in Palmdale right now. And I'm like, what?
Where you at?
Hey,
Yeah.
where you
Slide
at?
through.
I'm
Yeah.
off of. Well, I don't give a fuck. I don't see.
No, you don't tell everybody.
No, I'm off of this street, and then he's like, "What? You're like a block away from me." I'm like, "What?" So we're literally at this moment still like 5 minutes, like walking distance almost from each other. I'm like, "Oh, that's crazy." So we meet up and we bullshit and whatever. Long story short, he says, "Hey, you want to go? I'm going on the Hater World. They want to do a interview and stuff. You want to roll?" He goes,
No.
"Roll with me down there." I go, "All right, I'll go just for shits and giggles." That was for him. That didn't do with me. So the day comes and we go down there. As soon as we get down there, Blue Devil, aka Dreamer, he walks out, and he walks out and gives this dude like the handshake, like whatever, shows
For sure.
some love and shit.
Showing love and respect.
Then he looks
Yep.
at me and he goes, "Hey, homie," he goes, "Don't I know you from somewhere?" And I was like, "Nah, I don't think so." He goes, "Nah, I know you." I was like, "You don't?" "Nah, I doubt it." You know what I mean? And he's like, "Do you have a channel?" He goes, "Kanpolero." I was like, "Oh shit, yeah." And he goes, "What the fuck?" He recognized me from that. I couldn't believe it. And then
That's super dope,
he goes,
bro.
"Yeah." He goes, "More people watch than you realize." And I was like, "What?" And then all of a sudden his homeboys rolled through, the Looney's gang, and they're dope as fuck. But they came through, strapped up, fucking like, making sure their boys all right. You know what I mean? And like they're with the business. And when they came in,
Shout out to Louis.
their main like homie right there, their older big homie is Cisco. Shout out to you. And he's probably watching.
Salute, man.
He came in, he did the same thing. He walked up and goes, "Hey, homie, don't I know you from somewhere?" And I was like, I said, "I doubt it." He goes, "Kanpolero, is that you? What the fuck?" He goes, "I watch your shit every day." I said, "Oh, that's crazy." You know what I mean?
That's a good feeling, right?
Yeah, so we're sitting there, we're just cutting it up. And while they're having their interview, the hater, it's on there, the Diesel one or whatever. He calls up his homie, tells his homie, "Get over here, fool." So he goes, "Hold on a second." So Blue Devil, he gets up and he comes to the sidelines, you know what I mean? That's and they're still had their other thing, like Diesel was talking to the other dude. Anyways, and he goes, "What's up?" And he's like, "Hey, put the homie on." And he goes, "Yeah, I was." He goes, "All right, well, put him on, fool." He goes, "Dog, I was." He goes, "I was just waiting to put him on, like we're interviewing this guy, or whatever." And so he goes, "Nah, I got him. Don't trip. I was gonna put him on anyway." And he's like, "Cool." You know what I mean?
That's
And
dope.
yeah, so that's when they introduced me. He told me, "You want to go on here?" I said, "No, I'm ready for that shit to talk to people." But they put me on anyway, and it went good.
They showed you love off the jump, man. It sounds like
They do every time I see them. They show me love. And the crazy thing is about the hater world. A lot of people, he got a lot of haters. I guess why it's the hater world. But however anybody feels about him, they're not like that in person, or he's not like that in person. He's a really good man, and he's really humble. And for whatever reason, people feel they're wrong, huh?
I said, I was
Whack
one of them,
100.
and we spoke about that. I had the homie fucked up just like I had you fucked up,
And they even had that
sometimes,
situation with him and Wack. They had that shit fucked up too. I know how it looked, and it was. I know the backstory to it, and you know what? Wack is Wack.
yeah,
I mean, straight up, he is, and it's that shit was all completely taken care of. We'll just say, as far as like behind the scenes is different, you know, and it's
yeah,
just I don't know,
yeah, for sure.
but
Yeah, man.
whatever.
Shout out to the hater world, man. Shout out to Blue Devil. That's dope, bro. That they embraced you and gave you a platform, bro. You know, and it, now look at you. Everybody knows Kanpolero, bro. That's
It's,
super dope, man.
and I ain't gonna lie, I think after that show, then the numbers actually started going up. You know what I mean? I mean, not that I
Oh
haven't even
yeah.
hit 1,000 yet. I'm at like 880, whatever. But that's not my life. You know what I mean? It's just I don't. You want to know why I stuck with it? Why I'm still doing it is because I did that one video. Guessing what's his name? I mean, or reacting to Dub's fucking lying ass and it was crazy because I had everybody has YouTube channel because you got to have a channel, right, just to be on YouTube. But you have
Yeah,
zero
exactly.
subscribers and all that. Well, I had like 2 subscribers, and that was probably like me from another account, and I don't know, maybe
Yeah.
my lady or something. And then I put a couple songs. I'd be writing songs and put them on AI, you know. And so I'll be posting music and I'll get like 4 views and shit. But I wasn't trying to do nothing. But when that shit happened with Dubs, when he like whatever, we could get into that story or not, whatever. But I was
If
annoyed.
you would like to, if that's on you, bro. I mean, it
Everybody
wasn't.
kind of knows it. Everybody kind of knows it. But to sum it up, is like everybody, we were fooled by that guy, thinking that his lies. I believed him, and until one day he said something that was not accurate, and I was like, "What the fuck?" Talked about he put a name out there of someone that was not good, and I was like, "Oh hell no!" So I did a little friendly, respectable comment in his comments. I said, "Hey, bro, I mean,
Yeah.
I love your content's great and all that shit, but you kind of people are trying to like say that you're no good and all that." And I was kind of like thinking they're full of shit, but now you mentioned this one cat and he's no good and he's like the hell of no like you know, it was a white dude, but it was someone that was really, really, really wanted and you could go back. His name was Kenny Costa. It's in the videos that he makes so I made a comment. I was like, well, if you're rocking with this guy, then on a yard with him, then there must be an S and Y yard or something because that
You
dude's
were
no way.
there. Yeah, you were there.
There's
Yeah.
no way he'd walk a main line, you know what I mean? And because they wanted him bad, or probably still do. Well, I don't even know if he's alive to tell you the truth and anymore. But when I said that, I said, but with all due respect, you know, but you know, your show's cool, whatever, but you kind of burn yourself. I said something like that and I left it at that. This fool, what you know, he went and did a whole video about me based on that comment. And he was belittling me too. He's like, "Oh, is that right? Well, if one person's on a bad on a yard, that means the whole yard is there. Someone da 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 da, and this and that. And what about you? If you knew him from the shoe, well, what the fuck?" And like being just retarded. You know what I mean? I'm like, man, he's dumb as fuck. And because in the shoe, how it was, they didn't have S and Y. It was just PCs or not. So you could be solid homies, solid white, solid big homies, whatever, and then have a dude that was PC'd because they didn't have S and Y by himself, single cell. And you respect that guy too. You still talk to him. They'll still give you like a book or something, like because it's let the door be the bell. That was the program back then, you know.
Yeah.
And plus, that's another race. So like, no, we weren't tripping on him. But I just knew that guy was PC'd up back then. And so years later, the Dub's telling his story for years later. And so I assumed that if he was with that guy on a line, there's no way he's going to be on a main line. He must be S and Y yard. You know what I mean? And because they didn't have that back in my time, S and Y. So by saying that, he made a whole video and it bugged me. And I commented onto him. I was like, look, bro, you know better. Like the shit you're saying, you're stupid. You know what I mean? And then
he kind of
whatever I said.
Away.
Yeah, and then I don't know why I took it every single, because we're not going to be cell soldiers, but you know, every single person in the chat and his comments that was saying something agreeing with him, I addressed them all personally. I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. And back then I was like, hey, one of those like, hey, I'll pull up. I was stupid and shit. Like none of that matters anymore. But at first I was too like, whatever. So the point is, it just ate at me and it ate at me and it ate at me, and I know, okay, there's these rules that we have, like the homies can't be on whatever, but things are changing and there are homies on there. And you know what? Blue Devil's a homie. And so is Lucky from Hoodstocks. And so is all these.
Shout out to him. Shout out to him. Yeah, shout out to Hoodstocks,
and all these, we got a lot of homies out there. We got a homie from Rebels and shit. I forgot what the Lepke from Rebels, or was it Lepke? Or I forgot what I think so.
Kanpolero.
But
you're cutting off, bro. I think it's maybe because you moved, or I don't know, but you're cutting off.
Is that better? Or no?
I can hear you. I can hear you now.
That's a little bit better.
Yeah, that's good right there. That's good right there, brother.
Okay, so all in all, there's homies on there, and there's a lot of, you know, as long as you stay in the guidelines, you know what I mean. There shouldn't be a problem, right? So, and we all know people. We all talk to people. We all. You know what I mean? It's not like I don't know people who know people who know people. And so, so I figured if there was going to be a problem, I'd get a call and they just say like, just shut it down, you know? So thinking about that, it was bugging me. And then I said, fuck this. I'm going to do a reaction on that fool. And I got his video and I picked it apart and done nothing of it. Within an hour, I looked at my phone and it had like 800 views already. I was like, what the fuck? I've never before I post my damn songs. My songs would get like 3 views, and the only one who watched it would be like my girl. And then next thing I get it's 800, and then by the next day it was like at a couple thousand, and I was like, now it's at like 8,000 views. I was like, what the fuck? And so I thought I'd do another one, and then I started getting a lot of comments from people saying, "Hey, man, hey, you're cool, or you're funny, or whatever. I like your stories, or like don't just quit, because I did a couple, I guess, videos. I was like, nah, I'm done with this shit because there's a lot of haters out there for no reason. There's always someone that's gonna hate on you for no reason.
It's a double-edged sword, bro. The internet's a double-edged sword. You gotta have people that fuck with you and people that don't, bro.
And no matter what you do, it's wrong. You know what I mean? You can't be yourself. You can't make everybody happy. You're kind of screwed. Yeah, and I know my girl's one of the main people, and a couple of my boys, they all said the same thing. Like, it's a mistake to go on there and do this because they know how I get. Some people could just blow that shit off, but for me, I take it all personal and shit. And but now I'm learning to be like, fuck them. Now I'm like, fuck them, I don't care. They ain't shit. They ain't shit. I know who I am. They ain't shit. You know, if they're hating, they ain't shit. Whatever. Like, even like that one dude, I'm not gonna mention his name, but people know the one that goes in on me all the time with this little dumbass shit. Like I say, let me just sum this up. Where's your paperwork, bro? To this day, that guy that I said I'm not gonna acknowledge no more, that fucking weirdo J-Cat dude, and people know who it is because if you don't know, then that's cool. But if you do, the one that's always Kanpolero and going in against Bam Bam and shit, both of us, he's going hard, and just because, like, I don't know, I know he don't get along with him, but when he started tripping on me, that was gay as fuck. So then he continues, and I'm like, and like one of my more current videos was, how about this? Fuck the bullshit. Drop your paperwork, bro. You talk about shoe terms.
Yeah.
From what I hear, you haven't done those shoe terms. Where's your paperwork on your shoe terms? What have you done? If you have something on me, where's the paperwork on that? There's none. Where's your own pay? Where's your 128G? My shit's out there. Everything's out there. So
exactly.
And I got nothing to hide. And to this day, he hasn't dropped none of it. He talks about some bullshit. I go to court on September 1st. They might give me you fucking liar, dude. Maybe he is going to court. I don't know. But I don't even want to get into that. I just want to say that that's the type of haters that there are, and that I don't
I,
understand.
it's borderline obsessive and weird, bro. Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
because
you can
it's
have
like
haters like
stalker
that.
status.
Yeah, exactly. Like, who has that much time to, be doing this, that, and the third, bro?
But yeah, well, I had my 5 minutes of fun, like going in against against the fucking. I had a good one, well, against the damn Dubs and his buddy and shit. That, but it was fun for a second. But then I was like, all right, I'm over it.
Yeah, it happens like that. It's
Yeah.
like that, bro.
Yeah, it's funny because I be getting little troll counts. My girl's on top of that shit. She'll be like, "It's them," because she knows how to figure out who's who and all the count. But now it's a new account, and she'll be telling me, and I'll be like, "Oh fuck," you know. But I ignore it. I figured it ain't. I don't make no money on
And that's
this.
the
It's just,
best way. I told you since day one, bro. Don't let these motherfuckers get you. That's what they want. They want a reaction. They want you to get out of character and fucking pull you know who, the guy you just mentioned earlier. Crash out on the live, and that's what they want, bro. Fuck, don't even give them that that
it's
benefit,
not
bro.
worth it. And even pulling up, it ain't worth it. Like
No,
that's
it's
what people
not,
want.
bro.
They want
Over
to see
what?
you self-destruct. They want to see you. People want to see people just, you know, self-destruct, crash out,
Yeah,
and then guess what? Well, you're sitting in prison for life, or the opposite, and you're under 6 feet deep. Whatever. You lost your family, you lost everything, and for a YouTube beef. You know what I mean? And that don't make no sense. It
it's
really don't.
ridiculous. Imagine explaining that to the homies, bro. Oh
Yeah.
wait, why you in here? Let me see your paperwork. What the fuck? You in here because you fucking got
Yeah.
into it with some fool on YouTube? Hey, like, oh
Even
boy,
worse, you got into it with a homie, and a homie. Even
that's
like even
crazy,
worse. You know,
bro.
it's like the fuck. But still, just on a YouTube beef, it don't make no sense. And there's enough. Like I say, this a lot. There's a lot of hate in this world already, and life is already rough as it is. We all struggling. We're all on the grind,
Exactly.
and so if we have so much against us as it is, why you want to make it more? You know what I mean? I don't get that.
Yeah, exactly, bro. It's I don't know, bro. It's not for me. I don't subscribe to none of the drama. I don't get on here for
Yeah,
the
like me,
bullshit.
I won't. Everybody, people know now. I won't. And some people might think I'm looking kind of, oh, he's looking soft. I ain't soft.
You're
I'm not getting sucked into that shit no more because I don't have a lot of hate in my heart. I really don't. I've been through that. I've
Yeah,
been through the hate. I've hurt enough people, literally, and I've paid for it, karma. But that's not where I'm at anymore. You know what I mean? And so my intent was also like, hey, if we could spread a positive message, or if we could help someone out, I want to hit the
exactly,
streets and start helping out homeless or something if we can. That'd be dope. You know what I mean? But
exactly.
and I do that on my own time, but I'm just saying, like, but not for clout, just to do it. But it's always nice, people, because if people could see us doing it, then they might start doing it more themselves.
Exactly, bro. And hey, nothing wrong. I wrote it down right here, bro. You can
Yeah.
still be good in your hood, and drop the
Yeah.
bullshit. And it's all about being a man at the end of the day, bro, and taking care of yourself and your family and paying your bills, bro. That doesn't put you with bad
That's the biggest
standing.
gangster of all, right there. Is that guy that can stay out and stay out of trouble and.
It's the hardest thing to do,
Yeah,
bro. It's
so that's
easy
the
to go
hard,
out there.
especially for us. You need a jacket, baby, or something.
I'm good. Thank you.
For like us, that's because we are who we are. And as old as I am, like my girl said, why don't you grow the fuck up already? Don't do that.
Yeah.
You know, because it's true though. She's not wrong, but
Mhm.
I'm like, it's easier said than done sometimes because we
Eh,
paved the way for how we are. But you want to know what I think I am now? If the positivity hasn't came on yet, what it would be is it's just the fact that someone enjoys one of my stories. That feels good. I don't care what anybody says. It feels
Yeah.
good. If you get a positive,
Yeah.
like, yeah, great story, like that feels good. And when I used to watch people, I still do what I'm used to. Even that Splinter, you know what I mean?
Yeah. My
POV,
daughter loves Splitter,
yeah,
bro.
POV,
His
shout out to
intro.
him. Everybody, Santa G, doesn't matter. Whoever I would be listening to, that during traffic, and I still do. I'll put on everybody, and I'll just
me too.
listen and get you through traffic. And then I've heard people say the same thing to me, like, dude, in the morning I'll just like turn on my radio, and you might have a new story out, and get my coffee and just watch it during that time, and that
Yeah,
makes you feel good. You know what I mean? Like, cool. Maybe
that's
not
a
want
good
to just like
feeling.
quit. It's not about like the money. Obviously, there's no money in this. Well, not now. I don't plan there ever to be. My job comes first.
Exactly.
My job comes before YouTube. Is what
YouTube. Yeah, I'm right there with you, bro. You
Yeah.
know, I don't do this for money. I don't do this for anything else, and hopefully trying to at least reach out to one person. If I could at least
Yeah.
reach out to one person, I did my job. You know, we did our job. You know, because
No, for real. Like, and for real. And so I guess that's what this is supposed to be all about. It's not about the prison. It's about
no,
after
exactly.
prison.
It's about what you could do after, bro. If you're able to look. I told Kanpolero this last night. If you're able to program with the homies or homeboys, whatever you want to call yourselves, in jail or prison, why aren't you able to program in real life? Like,
No,
you know,
that doesn't make no sense, right? Because
it's
it's like we'll be out here and we're straight. I don't say we're, but any one of us who's I don't know, the ones that are still fucking up. In other words, still
Yeah.
like you know what I mean? Because I don't know all this actives, non-actives, and this and that. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know what, to me, an active is really, there's dudes good standings and not whatever. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to compare that, bring that up, but I'm saying you got dudes that get out of here and they're with a whole different type of. They're out there on the grind. They're slanging and they're in their hood and they're there temporary till they get caught up and go back.
again, yeah.
And then you got the ones like myself where I'm like, okay, I'm good.
Exactly. That's how. That's
Like, I don't want to smell like the other dude's ass anymore. And shit.
exactly.
Stuck in a
Shit.
I would like to be here with a beautiful woman. You know what I mean? And food and a door when you go take a shit. Like you can lock your bathroom door and everything. That
Change the channel whenever you want. You don't gotta wait on anyone's day. None of that, bro.
Yeah, and you know what? No, and go and grab a beer. You know what I mean? And I don't care if not doing that well, if you could barely afford like rent a room or if you're doing it and you got a big ass house, but just having that freedom to get up and be like, it doesn't matter. It could be midnight. And you're like, you know what? I feel like a beer. Walk down to 7-Eleven, go grab a beer, come back. Just a tall can. You don't even have to finish it. That's freedom right there.
That's freedom, brother. Yeah.
And I know it's TMI, it's all taking a shit, but those little luxuries, people don't realize how much they mean. A door. When you shower, you don't got to shower in front of you, like, you know what I mean?
Next to the homie right there. Hey, bro, what the fuck? I complete, even though you done obviously more time than me, but I believe time is time, right? Yeah. My boy, ain't nothing more precious than getting up, being able to change the channel whenever you want, being able to grab whatever you want to drink out the fridge, instead of, man, waiting on canteen or waiting for your day.
That's if you get canteen, because if it's lockdown or whatever, then there goes that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
And usually we're always on lockdown. Yeah, them Southsiders always on
You're
lockdown.
right, especially being in high desert and all them other places you were at. Yeah, that's wild, bro.
Thank you. That's how I paroled. Because otherwise, I didn't think I was going to parole, because every time I had it in my mind, I was set in my mind, I'm never coming home, and I didn't have life.
And yeah, I was going to say that. My boy didn't even have life,
No, I didn't, but I just knew as soon as I got there, I picked up an attempt to murder, and then after that, I ended up doing a shoot, coming out, and then I got a stabbing, and then I went to shoot, came out, then I got a slashing, and then the whole thing is, I didn't, by doing that, I was just going to do it again and again and again every chance I got. You know what I mean? But the thing is, things worked out for me somehow. You know what I mean? Like, why? High
right.
Desert. Thank you, High Desert, because every time we would step out, lockdown, two steps, lockdown. And so, like, I had a couple days on the yard, but pretty much we spent our whole time slammed down for like
Lying
years.
down.
I was there like my last 2 years, but like it'd be 3 months, 2 months, 4 months, 5. It'd be so many goddamn lockdowns that like you didn't even, I didn't go not. It was that active, but I didn't get a chance to get in trouble because it was going off before I even got out to yard.
Yeah.
So like, and I loved it. It was great. It was great.
Yeah.
Yeah, until the ending.
You got blessed, bro. You got blessed, brother.
Although this is a funny story that I've told before. So here I am. I'm a couple days. I'm a couple days to going home. Mm-hmm. And I couldn't. Now at this point, I didn't even know how to act anymore because now I could feel it. See, I didn't.
It's kicking in. Yeah.
I didn't put it in my head. I never registered before because I figured wasn't going to go home. But now here I am. Like I could taste it, right? Mm-hmm. And we had just got off lockdown, and I was feeling. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know if I was nervous or anxious. I don't know, but I wasn't sleeping right. I was stressing out my celly. I was pacing all day. He was like,
trying to stay busy. Yeah, trying to stay out your head.
One day was like a year. It's like one day was a year. I mean, I had like 2-3 days to go, and then we just got off of lockdown, and I'm like, fuck, I gotta make it 2-3 days out of the yard without anything happening. You know what I mean? Like this is bullshit. Like I just wanted, because you welcome lockdowns at times like that.
Exactly. Yeah.
Because if it's on, it's on. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like it doesn't matter if you're going home tomorrow. You go in the yard today, you're getting off. You know what I mean?
Unfortunately, that's how it goes, bro.
Yeah, if you're with it. So we had like a couple days left, and like I could taste it. I'm like, wow, this is really happening. And then they let us off a lockdown, and I'm like, fuck. In my head, I didn't say it. I don't show it, but in my head, I was like, shit, that sucks. You know what I mean? And sure enough. It was like they have day room after day room. This is a 180 design. If anybody knows whatever height is, and they let out your porters, whatever the ones that do the cleanup. You know, they clean the shower, sweeping, whatever. And then the love that they get some extra phone time. So they had a homie on the phone in another section though, and they had a homie on the phone. And I guess a brother walked up to him, and this is almost unheard of, especially in High Desert. But for some reason, I don't know what his trip was, but he was feeling real fucking like brave or something. I don't know what the fuck. Not that they ain't brave. I'm just saying, certain places you act a certain way, and I guess dude walked up to him, and he was like, I don't know the words. I'm gonna use my version. He walked up to him. He's like, "Phone check, homie." So innocent, right? And the homie was like, "What?" He was like, "I'll be off in a minute." So I guess that and the dude was he was a Crip, and it's not shout to the Crip, shout to the Bloods. I'm just
no doubt.
Yeah, so the Crip walked back up to him, and he was mad. He said something like, "Hey, what the fuck?" or whatever he said. I don't know what he said, but he said something that was not respectable, or not respectful. Excuse me. Mm-hmm. And the homie was like, "Okay," and he's like, "Hey, whatever." I'm gonna be like, "Hey, baby, I'll talk to you later," or whatever. So he hangs up the phone, and I guess, and that dude's like, "Yeah, that's what I thought," or whatever. And he's like, "All right, cool." He walked up to his cell, and he told his cellie, he said, "Hey, dame fiero," and that fool fucking kicked out, kicked out a piece, one of them things, and then he looked at the homie that was there, like with sweeping or mopping, and he gave him this little sign, and they went up to that dude that was on the phone. And they just took off on him, just sticking him and hitting him, beating him with the broomstick, and stabbing him. Well, when that happened, there was a blood there. Well, the blood, he came running to back him up, and because it became a black against homie thing. It had nothing to do with Crip or blood. So he was backing him up, and when he went to back him up, the homies turned on him and started getting him. Well, and that's why I hate to say Crips. There's nothing to do with Crips down as fuck. But this particular one, he ran, and And this all happened like 2 days before I left. That's the point. So he ran, boom, and the sections were open. So he got back to his cell. When they did, down, they ended up taking the blood to the hospital, and they had him pretty bad. And then that Crip made it back in his cell, and they didn't know he was involved. And so he went to patch himself up. Well, they took the two homies, and then they took the blood. And well, guess what? It's on now, right? It's on.
With the Crip?
It's a race right now. It's not a.
Okay. With both.
It's south against the brothers,
Mm-hmm.
now because like that happened. Technically, two of them got holes poked in them. You know what I mean? Well. So I'm sitting there like, oh shit! So I'm stressed the fuck out the game. You know what I mean? Because I still got like 2 days left. But then it occurs to me. I look at my celly. I was happy as fuck. I start dancing and shit. I was like, hell yeah, we're gonna be on lockdown at least a year for this, or 6 months, or something serious, because that's a bigger deal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so. Next thing you know, I'm like thinking like I'm all good. They ain't gonna let us go to chow, nothing. We're gonna be locked down for a minute. Fuck yeah, I'm going home. Get my celly a hug. Ha ha. I can sleep better now. And then I swear to God, they sent around the homies like the next day. We were locked down for 1 day.
Mm-hmm.
I was 2 days to the pad. They sent the homies around and they said, hey, they're gonna release us back to yard. In the morning or whatever, they're gonna let us go to yard and let you know everybody come out strapped is on. And I'm like, oh hell no! And I swear to God, and there's homies that are watching this that were there with me. They know who they are. They fucking. I'm getting kites for the homies. Like, hey fool, hey, just stay in. Don't go to yards. Just stay in. I was like, nah, fuck that. I'm not gonna.
That's not in your DNA.
That's not good. Yeah, I'm not programmed that way. Even my celly was on it. Spike.
Yeah.
Even my celly, my girl got to meet him. He was my celly at the time. He never. Yeah. Rest in peace. Rest in peace. So Santo G's homie.
Okay.
So he was like, he wanted to fight, but not fight, but he's like, fool, you're staying in, fool, you're staying in. Like, I was like, fuck that, I'm going, dog. You know what I mean? It is what it is. But inside it killed me. And I was like, oh shit.
Of course.
So it was on. And we were strapped up and everything. The next day, my last day there, and it was going to be on us against them. And then all of a sudden they put a pause on the program. It was weird. And I swear to God, I'm not making this up. And then they had the homies come through. I don't know. Some people call them Mac reps or whatever. Like, I don't think that's a real whatever. But whoever was. But what they are really is they're just, it wasn't because dudes that, the Yaberos and all that, they're not they're behind the scenes. They send someone else out to like spread the word. You know what I mean? They're not going to let the real ones, the guys who are really in a place of position go out there because they just burn themselves. So they send like the homies around right. I'm swear to God, like 5 minutes before we go to yard or 10 minutes. And we're already strapped up, ready to go, going to all the cells, telling the homies, hey, it's not on. Just come prepared. Like it's a pause. It's a pause. We're like, what the fuck? Yeah, because word came back from the blood. It came back. He said, hey, that it wasn't the SA's fault. Like all they did, they just acted how they act. They did what they do. And he got involved. He was mad at that dude who ran, the one who started it all. So the blood told the Crips, check it out. You guys better take care of that fool. Or not only are you going to go at it with the messages, but we're going to back them up and go at it against you too.
Oh, shit. Oh, yeah. Wow.
Unless you take care of the one who created it all. And so they said they would. And sure enough, we go to yard and that guy got. They handled their business. You know what I mean? And then all I had to do was make it now overnight, make it through the night. The morning comes, and the funniest part was, and I was stressed out the game, and like because not stressed out, I was excited, whatever. Longest night in the world, and next thing you know, it's time. They release the other couple guys that are paroling, and they're already leaving, and then that's it. They never. they never opened my door, and I was like, "What the fuck?" And so I started knocking on the door. Control. They're
Let
like,
me
"What's
out,
up?" He's like, "What's up?"
motherfucker.
I say, "Hey, what about me? Like, you got me down for parole, right?" And he
Yeah.
goes, "Oh shit, let me check." And he goes to check, and he comes back, and goes, "Nah, man,
Um,
you're not on any movement or nothing." And I was like, "What the fuck?" And I was like, "No, but I was supposed to pro today." He goes, "I'm sorry, I don't know what to tell you. Maybe there's a hold on you." And then he went back in there. I was like, "Oh my god!" So I went to lay on my bunk. I was all pissed off and shit. I was
of
like, "I hate my
course.
life."
The
Yeah, and
fuck?
then my celly's like, "It's gonna be all right, fool." I was like, "Whatever, dude." And I don't give a shit. I'm sitting there and like all pouting like a little kid and shit, like just. and,
For sure, for sure.
and then the cell door pops open, and that fool says, "Hey," he calls my last name. I'm like, "Come on," I'm like, "What?" He goes, "Are you going home or what?" He goes, "I was just fucking with you."
What a dick!
Yeah,
Really?
and
You
then
can't play
all the
with so.
homies were on the
You
door. All the
can't
homies were
do
on the
that,
door.
dog.
Yeah, and all the
Like
homies were on the door.
motherfucker, you're
They're
lucky I'm
laughing.
going home today, or else I would
Yeah,
have fucking you know,
yeah.
put hands and feet on your ass,
Yeah,
dog.
and all the homies around the door just laughing and shit, like
Cold
ah.
blooded,
They're like,
dog.
"All right, fool," and they made me a card and shit. That was kind of nice, like
That's
a
pretty
goodbye
dope.
card and shit. And so that was the ending of that. I don't know why the fuck I told you that story.
Nah. That's all good, bro. Hey, we're the people are loving it, bro. Hey, hey, I don't know if you can see the comments, but
I
hey,
can't
a lot
because
of
the computer just died.
you've been getting your computer's about to die.
No, the computer did, not my phone.
Oh, okay.
No,
Now I don't
I
know.
had a app, the laptop. I just opened it up, but then it died.
Yeah, I don't know if you can see the comments, bro, but the people are fucking with you heavy, bro. A lot of good people
Well, if
are
they
in
are,
here,
shout out
bro.
to them and to everybody. You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah,
that's pretty
man.
dope.
The boy Rob's in here, man. You know, we had of course the boy Julio. A lot of people. We'll get to them, you know, we'll get to them. The homie Machete, I guess he watches the stuff and this is his first time watching you live like this. And he said, this is the best delivery on YouTube I seen Mouse deliver.
Yeah,
Snoops, tell him I sent mine in full.
hell
That's what
yeah.
he said, my boy. That's what he said about you.
Is it better with a
Good
hat on?
stuff. I love it, bro. Yeah, I told you, Mouse. I told you, bro. Hey, we need to do this, man. And I'm glad we did because, yeah,
So,
man. Some people need to hear this shit, bro. You know, the good, the bad, and the ugly. You know.
and there shouldn't be too much ugly because we're supposed to
Yeah,
be pushing the positive part, right?
for sure, for
And
sure.
so the way I see it is you know what though, coming home it was rough though, and it's rough in different ways. Not the job thing. I mean, some people
Mhm.
have harder time than others getting jobs.
Correct,
You know what I mean? And some
correct.
people, there's no excuse. Like you could get a job if you try hard enough. But some people, I mean, they might have their whole face blasted, and then what? They could get
Yeah.
construction jobs though. But it's depends on the person. It was easy for me to get a
That,
job, and no, not because I'm white. It's because I
no.
had people that were already plugged in places, so they pulled me in.
You knew people. You knew people.
Yeah, and so that was cool. I mean, not everybody
Let me
has that luxury, but I had nothing given to me except for jobs. But I didn't have no
for sure.
like it's not like I had something a house and a car. I'm lying because I had a car waiting for me too. So that
Oh
helped too.
wow.
And then my driver license was still valid because my stepmom, but mom that raised me basically, my dad's wife,
Give
the
me one
Hispanic
second, bro.
one,
Keep doing your thing, eh?
huh?
Give me
She
1 second. Keep doing your thing.
yeah. She kept my license valid all the years. She just kept on every time it needed to be renewed, she renewed it for me. And they're like, I get out, they're like, man, you've had such a great driving record all these years. That's crazy. And then that first year that I was out, I got like 5 fucking speeding tickets. So I ended up getting a Camaro.
The first
And,
year?
yeah,
The,
because it's funny. I had this perfect driving record, but I've been in prison, and so and
shit.
my mom, my stepmom, she was redoing my license, and then my first year out, technically, but they don't know that I was in jail, DMV. I got all these damn speeding tickets and shit, but that was no big deal. But so I had a license. They had a car waiting for me, so that was cool. I had a job waiting for me, so that helped. And so yeah, all that helps. You know what I mean?
Okay. I'm glad the homie brought this up, but I wanted to ask you this first. How long did it take you, bro, to adjust from
Dude,
prison? to real life, bro.
So trip on this shit. You have your people that are institutionalized
Mm-hmm.
and your people who are not. And
Mm-hmm.
even though technically it was a good little stretch of time, and
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of it was shoe time and all that, but if it wasn't shoe, it would still be locked down. I did, even though I had that what do we call that, PTSD or
We're
whatever.
gonna get to that. I was
Yeah,
gonna
but okay, we'll
ask
get
you
to that.
about
Even though I
that.
had that, but as far as your question goes, dude, I hit the ground running. When I stepped foot out here in freedom, there were all that institutional shit gone. Like
Really?
for me, and I know people because I got homies themselves. They come out like all like acting all like kind of sketchy, like I don't know if I'm ready to go out in
That's how
public
I
yet.
was. That's how I was,
Hell
bro.
no. I was
Yeah.
in the car. I was driving 1,000 miles an hour already. I couldn't.
Nah.
What I tried to do is I tried to make up for all them years,
Oh,
like
yeah.
in 1 year or in 6 months.
Got
Like my dad used to clown me. He said at first, he's like, damn, he goes, you're on the phone on this year, you're on the phone on that year, you're ironing in one hand, you got your foot doing something else. Like, cause I was like, I couldn't slow down. I was the opposite. There was nothing
Oh, that's
institutionalized
good,
about me
bro.
at all.
That's
It was
good.
like,
So
I'm home. I'm just trying to catch up and shit, you know? That's what
exactly. That's how I felt. Like it
yeah.
took me a good. It took me shit. I didn't come out like you, bro. It took
Yeah.
me a good six months, bro, to actually feel like myself, like a normal person.
What,
I
what
felt
was,
like, damn,
what
I'm
was different
behind.
about, oh yeah, okay, what? I just said
Yeah.
what was different. What caught me slipping or not slipping is up is that respect shit that you're used to. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean? You live a certain way.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I was different.
Mm-hmm.
Like you know, okay, how about this? My homies would talk like you know how homies are, right? Fucking
Yeah.
they'll be like, nah, bitch.
You can't.
I'd be like, what'd you say?
You don't use that
I mean, I
word.
wasn't trying to like stab my homies, but I was like,
No,
what?
no.
Like, hey, fool, we don't talk like that.
I don't
Or
even.
God forbid,
Yeah.
someone should walk by and like fart while I'm eating. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like people get killed for shit like that.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
that's just gross. But that's where I had to kind of snap out of because I was so used to this respect shit everywhere, and I wasn't used to like normal people in society. They
Mhm.
don't act the way you're used to. You know what I mean? You're used to that
Because
respect.
they haven't been there. They don't know, bro. You know, the B word's a strong word, bro. You
Yeah,
know, in there, you know.
and huh? Whoever you want, Papa. Yeah, you know what I mean? Exactly. But a lot of people, they're not realizing because that's just how they talk. They just, hey,
Yeah,
bitch.
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
even
for sure.
guys and girls, hey, bitch, or whatever.
Yeah.
And not a lot of dudes I know like say that, but they do. Cause I have one of my homies in particular. That's how he's like, ah, bitch, and I'll be like,
Yeah,
but I don't give a fuck now. I'll just, but yeah, that's
you got
takes
to
some
shake that off.
adjustment. Yeah, because people would be like, dude, oh, and then how I looked, I had that like old school pinto look. Like I had my mustache, like it's just a mustache and go ahead
Just a
and
mustache.
yeah,
Old
and then
school.
I was like Mr. like Pintero and shit or
Yeah,
something.
you're level 10.
I
You're
didn't have
level
like a
10,
normal
fella.
look.
Legit though.
Yeah, I was like a level 10 killer when I get out. But
Hey,
and how about this? I
what's
don't know
that?
about with you, but we all got friends that they're proud of us or they brag about us or whatever. That my homie, he's getting out soon. He's getting out. I have this one homie in particular that fool had like prize fights lined up for me that I didn't even know. And what I mean by prize fights, he would cause bump heads with fools, and he would tell when my homie gets out, and they'd be like, "Man, you fuck your homie too," or whatever. And then, is that right? Well, you tell him that he'll be getting out. So I'm getting out. What's his name? I'm getting John.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm getting out, and he's like, "Hey, this fool said this, and this fool wants to get that." I don't even know these guys. I'm like, "What the
Yeah,
fuck?"
like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's
Oh,
crazy.
hell no. It's just no, they were setting you up for fights, bro.
They're setting me up for everything. You know what I mean? It's like all bad.
Hey,
True story. True story.
check it out, bro. I wanna make this at least 2 hours. So let's start
Is it?
answering. Let's
How long
start
has it been
answering
going?
some questions, bro. A lot of people have questions for you, bro.
Oh,
I got one from Machete right here. Mouse, all the stabbing, slashing, assaults were against the ops, or was it in-house cleanup?
The first one was NF.
Okay.
No, NF, well, NF dropout now. So he knows that's
Mhm.
that was that. But not he was NF dropout. The second one would be a cleanup. That was he was a rat. And
Okay.
the third one was a child molester.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. There
And
you
I
go,
got the
man.
paperwork, and my paperwork's in there. Anybody wants to see it?
No, 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 no. You don't
Yeah,
need to do that. You don't need that. Yeah, you don't need to do that, brother.
but
Hell
that's what
no.
it was. So one was what would that be? Political. One would be that'd be a cleanup, right? Because that was one. It was. I'll tell you who it was. I don't even shit who it was. His name was Snoopy from Pomona. Was the dude, but I'm not gonna say which one. Shout out to Pomona. but
Snoopy from Pomona?
yeah,
Like
but
me, like similar to my name?
yeah. Similar.
Motherfucker.
Hey, but that's the one where I told a story about that one once after you, and people like laugh at that one. That's a good story, but that was the Pelican Bay one. But so, and then the third one, the child molester, he was that was cleaned up, but he wasn't he wasn't a homie. He was just Latino, and he
Okay.
was my neighbor in Calipat, and that was I had just got there. But I was like, I didn't want to be there no more. That place sucked. I was like, fuck this place. I want to go back to Pelican Bay. I just don't want to be there no more. And then when I found out that this guy was who he was, because they got the paperwork, when he went to visit, his Sally pulled his paperwork. And back then, like I said, no S and Y, it was PCs, right? You know, what?
Correct.
And why? And so once they got the paperwork, that it went down. And there's a whole backstory to it. But I mean, yeah, but that's what that was. So the child molester, a rat, and a drop off.
All right, we got another one for you, bro.
Yeah.
This is a softball question this day. Does Kanpolero watch John Diesel and Bam Bam?
Do I watch
Yes.
John Diesel and Bam Bam?
Yes.
Well, yeah, I do. I know that sounded weird. I hesitated. I'm only hesitating, not because of that, because my girls, they're leaving right now. So I'm just, it's all.
Oh, you're good, brother. Handle your business, man. Handle your business.
Okay. Well, they're already okay. They're already leaving. So, yeah. No, of course I watch them.
Yeah, I think he knew the answer. He was just he's one of them that he likes to egg motherfuckers on.
Yeah, no, of course I watch them. I'm less. Man, I mean, I got love for both of them, of course. I mean, but I don't. I have a harder time, and I support them both. I mean, I just have a harder time when it's the negative stuff. I have a harder time with that. You know what I mean?
For sure.
That's all. Like, that's all. It is. It's just some of the stuff is like, I don't know. I can only be hating or mad for so long, and after that,
you get over it.
That's all. But beyond that, yeah, they're all good. I mean, like, it's all cool. And Poirier and Diesel, man, he's going through it right now. He's not doing.
Yeah, I heard you mention that, bro. He's sick or something, bro.
Yeah, he got I shouldn't put this out there, but I think he has.
Yeah,
he's got like lead poison. He got 8 bullets in his body, and I guess it's now hit him in a bad way.
Oh man, that's horrible.
Like a real bad way, like a real bad way,
Diesel, man.
like blood transfusions and like he's not doing real well. But I already said too much.
In his last few videos, I noticed like he was a little off. Maybe that's what it was.
Yeah, he's probably watching right now, like, what the fuck?
Hey man, shout out to you, John Diesel. Get better, brother. Chin up and keep it pushing, paisano. Shout out to all my paisanos.
And everybody, a lot of people asking about him too. They're like, and believe it or not, even Bam Bam, people hate. I know everybody hates him. He's not the same in person, and like, or on the phone, he's different. And Diesel, he people ask about how he speaks. He doesn't talk like he talks on there. I'm not saying he's fake, because he's not being fake. It's just he is a certain way down here. Like he don't talk to me with the N-word. He talks to me regular, like regular. But when he's with his people, like up north, And the ones that Oakland people, like
He's comfortable
they
with.
have a certain way they talk. You know what I mean? And
Mhm.
that's their slang. You know what I mean? But
Of
so
course.
it's not because he's being fake. He's just being respectable. I guess. I guess you are. If you're talking to a millionaire or whatever, you're not gonna be talking about
You,
homie, check
you're
it out.
not
It's there. You're
exactly,
gonna be trying to talk
exactly.
like a normal person.
I was upset. I was upset at the people when they got at him when he went on the haters well, and they were like,
Yeah,
"Oh, he
that's
didn't
what
have
I'm
to say
referring
get down."
to.
Hey,
Yeah.
bro, he was just showing respect, bro. You know, and that's it, bro. Simple as that. You know.
Yeah, he just that's just how he is. He really can easily turn it off. I guess like you said, it's his environment that he's
Exactly.
around. Because I've never heard him like speak like that in person, and I've hung out with him in person, and I've never heard him talk like that ever. Like not even by accident. You know what I mean? But I know it's not fake because I know as soon as he goes up north, I've clicked on his shit, and there it is.
Talking
It's a
his shit.
little funny, because it's like, damn, okay, like all right, but that's who he is though. The person up north, the way he talks up north is really who he is. That's who he is. He's just respectable down here. He's not
Yeah,
swinging on her. He's not kissing her asses. Nothing like that. He's just
exactly.
no one. We don't talk like that. So like
Yeah,
he
and he
don't
know
talk
and
like
he
that.
knows what's up. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, and you know what? I'm glad you said that because rest in peace, my homie Rascal from the homie hangout, man. I
oh yeah,
actually asked him one time. I was like, "Hey, bro, does that fool really talk like that? Like, you know?" And
yeah.
he's like, "He really talks like that, bro. Like, that's how he talks."
That's his
But
real. That's really how he talks. He just,
yeah, and that's
but he
Oakland
could clean
slang
it
right
up
there, bro.
easily.
You can't be mad at him.
He has no problem just like kind of cleaning it up when he's down here. And people say that's
Mhm.
being fake. It's not being fake. It's
Mm-mm, mm.
respectable. You
You
don't need
gotta
to
learn.
you don't need to talk like that hood or whatever everywhere you're at. You know what I mean? Because you just don't. You know what I mean? You don't talk like that. I don't know.
Exactly.
Like I've been around my homies' parents and shit, and we talk about what are we going to talk about, like gang banging and nah, fool. Well, are you going to talk to the moms and the dads or whatever?
Mhm.
Respectable. You know what I mean, like thank you and you're welcome and please and you know what I mean, whatever. Not like nah, fuck that fool. Check it out, and you're with the homie's mom and shit. You're like you ain't gonna talk like that to her. You know what I mean? You're gonna be respectable. You know what I mean? And that's what he
Exactly.
does. That's all he
Yeah,
does.
yeah.
Uh,
I caught that immediately. I'm like, the homie's just being respectful, man. You know, there's a time and place for all that, you know. And coming down here, you know, it wasn't the time and place. Shout out to him, bro. Shout out to John Diesel, and I hope he gets better, man. Um, I actually watched. I actually recently started watching his content. But I seen he hasn't posted in a while, and now we know why. You know,
yeah, because he's
prayers
been under the
prayers
weather.
for the man. Yeah, prayers for the man. And hey, Julio, hey, come on, Julio. The homies have ran up. Oh, wait. The homies have ran up on Jan Diesel a few times. It's why I hear in the bay. Plus, nobody trips on. Oh, shit. Okay,
Honestly,
all
I
right.
don't know
Hey,
what's
yeah, we
happened.
don't know. We don't know nothing about that.
I'm not even kidding. Whatever's happened with him over there, I don't even know. I don't know
Yeah,
nothing about. I
exactly.
really don't.
Yeah. We won't even. Yeah.
And if anybody has something like that, I'm sure he's not gonna come over talking about it, like bragging about it, like hey, they ran up on me. I wouldn't be. You know what I mean? It's
Eh,
like, but don't forget how he's old too.
yeah,
So
exactly.
so like if anybody has any like one thing that he did that's legit besides his YA stories is back in the day stories, he definitely put that fucking runner on blast, Gunner runner.
Yeah.
Blast about Gunners. I just heard because you clicking through. I don't watch the shit, but it was a short or something that someone
Mhm.
was playing, and they're playing of his where he was like, yeah, yeah, in YA you got to fight everybody, this and this and that. But John Diesel put him on blast and said that fool wasn't fighting anybody. He was a clown in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's
And he's
true.
got his things, but he's not that young anymore either. You know, it's like, what do you expect from a 50-year-old?
From a 50-year-old man, bro.
Yeah, that's full of bullets.
Hey, we
like I don't know. We can only be so hard for so long. I mean, we could be hard forever,
for
but
sure.
how dangerous is an old ass man? You know what I mean? It's like it ain't
Yeah,
that
bro.
like fuck.
Well,
But like
that's the internet for you, doggy.
that.
Hey, we got a good question over here, Mouse, for you.
Yeah.
Is he going to do videos with his girlfriend? He mentioned it.
Me?
Yes,
I
yes,
would love to.
he
I would love
mentioned it
to.
as a possibility some time ago. That's what they're
I,
saying.
yeah, I would love to, and I still want to. She's the one that she's more hesitant for two reasons. One, she doesn't like some of the negative feedback that I've gotten, and not really about her, but like for instance, when okay, that fucking dude, I'm not gonna mention his name because he wants it. That what's his name, Lane? You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
That goes in, even started going down on me, but I ignore him now. You guys know who it is.
yeah.
At one point, he like I said before, he even threw a comment towards her, which is crazy because, like,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, and she got mad, and she was like, whoa, whoa. I said she's already about to call her whole family. I said, I was like,
Yeah.
nah, like you ain't gotta do all that. Don't worry, I got this. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
But beyond that, that negative part, she's having a hard time with. I said, yeah, but that's not the well, we're not gonna be pushing that. Like we're not gonna be pushing like, hey, let's be gangster prison, whatever.
Exactly.
We're gonna do something else. And I'm hoping that there's always gonna be someone out there, right?
Mm-hmm.
But so that's one of the reasons that she's kind of on the fence with it. But the other reason is because if people who have been following, I shouldn't have my personal business out there, but we've had like a couple little issues, nothing serious, you know what I mean? But
all relationships have issues.
yeah, and a lot had to do with the stupid ass internet, you know what I mean?
Exactly. And they don't need to know, you know.
And we're good now. But the thing is, she just wants to make sure that we're like, you got to be good with who you're with to do something like that, because it's going to bring a lot of stress, or a lot of people are going to, you know what I mean? You got to be very good with each other. It's kind of like, I don't know, just you have to be comfortable enough to take whatever you hear from other people.
And you have to have thick skin, bro. Yeah, on the internet.
So I'm saying yes. She's saying maybe, and so it's all about that. You know what I mean,
dope, bro? That would be something dope to see, man. You know,
So that's the answer to that, which is not like the whole answer, but I'm still trying to push it. I just gotta I have to get right, I guess. Maybe a lot has to do with me. You know what I mean? She just want to make sure that I'm good, because I like be crashing out on this shit.
Yeah. We don't want to see you do that, bro. You know, hey, you see what Robert put?
No, I'm not reading. I can't read the comments on my phone.
Okay,
because if everything's so small that it's like it's beyond time.
I got you. He said, whenever you speak to John Diesel
said,
again, please.
What?
He said, whenever you speak to John Diesel again,
okay,
please.
It's stuck.
Oh shit!
Is it where I'm at? Maybe it's me, or is it you?
It might be me. It might be me.
Okay. All right.
Am I good? Am I good now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. He said, Robert said, Rob, you know Rob.
Yeah.
Whenever you speak to John Diesel again, please thank you on my behalf for the shout out on the hater world, Mouse homie. Yeah, I guess he shouted him out. Oh shit, the homie froze up. Damn it. Damn it. The homie froze up. Hopefully he don't fall out, bro.
Hey.
You're good. You're good right there. You're good right there.
Good? Oh, hey, I'll tell you what. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be like a hood vlog. I'm gonna go to the 7-Eleven and take it with me and be like, this is a hood.
Hey, that's what you want to do. You do your thing, bro.
It ain't my hood. It ain't my hood, but
no, for sure.
But
oh yeah, I know where you're at. I forgot. Yeah, you're up there.
No, it's Palmdale.
Yeah. Hey, bro,
Yeah,
I cruised by there the other day. When I went to Simi Valley for a catering event, I had to drive through there. Hey man, it's gotten way bigger over there, bro. There's a lot more.
Oh yeah, than where you're at, it is.
Yeah, bro, it's cracking over there, bro.
No, it is. Hey, for this town, I'll tell you one thing. They'll bury you. You'll find people in the desert everywhere up in this motherfucker.
Oh yeah. Same over here. Yeah, they'll bury you on the.
But there's good shit. There's a lot of like, I don't know. I don't like it out here.
You don't.
But the weather is good because you get all the fucking seasons. you get real winners. The real winners are it
Yeah.
snows. It snows like
No.
in January,
Yeah. Same
and
here.
yeah, summer's like 120 or some shit.
Windy as
100, not
fuck.
20. I kind of exaggerated, but 114, 117,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah. Windy
And
as a motherfucker.
yeah, you get them all.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
tamales, tamales.
Hola.
Yeah, you know
Échale
what?
ganas,
I'll
señor.
take
Échale
some
ganas.
tamales. What kind of tamales you have?
Chicken, pork, and jalapeno.
I'll take one chicken and one pork. All
Hey,
right.
hey, how much are they?
How much is it? $4 or $3? Tres? That's tres. Three.
Hey, buy 3 more. I'm gonna cash app you for them.
You don't have to buy 3 more. Make it
No,
5.
no, buy 3 more. I'm gonna cash app you for them.
Make it 5.
Yeah, okay, I'll shoot you the cash app.
5.
What?
Yes,
Start 15. Okay.
Which
I'm.
one?
No.
Labor.
3
uh,
more. I got 10 on it. So shoot, if they're $3 a piece,
Yeah.
that's
So
3.
make it 2 boiled and those pork.
2 chicken and 2 pork.
Yeah.
That's todo. That's what it's all about, man. Support your
Yeah.
local vendors, man.
Yeah,
That's
she's here. Yeah, all the time. That's right.
es todo, señor. Es Toño. Es todo. Sígale echando ganas.
Yeah. Hold on 1 second. They're in there.
That's
So-
right. I'm gonna cash app you for that, bro. So shoot me
Oh,
a
you
cash
ain't
app
got
after
it.
this.
You ain't got it.
No,
You
no,
put
no,
it on
no,
black.
no,
I'll
no,
just
no.
pay for it.
I was gonna cash app you regardless, bro. So, I'm gonna cash app you, bro. Yeah.
Are people cash app with you right now? What do I want to do?
Hey, bro. I know how it is, bro. Like when I first got out, what you got?
Smash, screwdriver.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
Yeah, I was
That's like
drinking Corona earlier, but it's kind of like, I don't know. Now I want a smash.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I'm not a fan of Corona.
They're
But,
good though.
Yeah, they get you faded.
Yeah, I don't get faded. I don't. Man, I haven't been faded in a long time. I don't get drunk anymore.
That's
I'm just
good.
saying, 'cause I don't know. Just because I can't handle it. That should make me fucking. It's fucked up. Like I'll be
Yeah,
sick for a
bro.
week. You know.
I feel that lady, bro. When I first got out, I know I mentioned this before. But when I first got out, I was sleeping on my car, slinging breakfast burritos, just going up to people. Hey, you want a breakfast burrito? And
Me and my
that's what I was doing, dog. That was to survive, you know.
Me and my girl were sleeping. We were homeless for a while, and yeah, it was pretty bad. We were like, and we found some trailer with no running water, no electricity, no nothing. Up in the mountain, we we're like shitting in buckets and shit, and
You gotta do
tying
what
up,
you
tying
gotta
up in a bag and throwing it. It was fucking bad, and she stuck with me for that. It's crazy. You know
That's
what I
why
mean?
I fuck with this man,
Now-
dude. He's transparent, bro. He ain't scared to say shit, bro.
Yeah,
Y'all hear that, man? But now look at him, bro. You know, he's the star. He's doing well. You know, doing the fire system stuff. And look at him helping out the doña. Es
Hey, you're
todo.
live. You're on your the internet.
Hola, señor. ¿Cómo estamos?
Gracias, bendecida. ¿Y usted cómo está?
Muy bien, señor. Ahí le mandamos un poquito para que compre más tamales mi amigo aquí.
Muchísimas gracias. Que Dios me lo
A,
bendiga.
a usted. Cuídese, ¿ok? Es todo, señor. That's right, bro. Hell yeah.
$3 now. Don't just keep it. Keep the money.
Thank you.
She was gonna give me $3 back, but I just give her the money.
Yeah, that's what's up, bro. You know, every time I'm able to, bro, even though I might not even need them, bro, I try to help them out. The last time I went to
you ain't the only one.
Excuse me?
So you ain't the only one. I'll lace up not only them, but even like some homeless. There's some dude
Oh,
that
yeah.
sleep right here. I lace them up. I lace them up with tennis shoes, with clothes, with money. When I was in Sacramento, I bring people pillows. When I would see them sleeping on the curb and shit, I'll literally give them. I swear to God, I'm not making this up. I mean, I don't need to like pat myself on the back. I'm just saying.
No.
Like just whatever I can. I'll
sound
just
like my
I'll come out
dad.
my pocket.
You sound like my dad. My dad would literally chase down a homeless man just to give him some money and some food.
I've done that. They don't even have to ask me. They don't have to be like, hey, can you spare $1? I already know.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah. I was at a gas station on my way to work the other day, and there was a homie from West Covina. I didn't ask what neighborhood, but he told me he's trying to get back to West Covina. He ain't got no gas. And I was
That's the
like, here,
worst
bro.
one when you see the homies that are just get out and they're doing really bad.
Yeah, you could tell like he probably that was the situation probably. He's like, hey,
Yeah.
bro, I'm just trying to get back to West Covina. You got any, gas money to spare? I shot him $10, and he see me with a cigarette. You got a fry hole here, dog. Here, take 3, dog. Here, whenever I'm able to, and it always comes back, bro. It always comes back. Karma's real,
Yeah,
bro.
it just there's no keeping score on that. You know what I mean? It's
No,
just,
exactly.
and you know what's funny though? It does come back because I've
Yeah,
had a dude. I swear to God, on my kids' eyes, I've had a situation where I've had I swear, a homeless dude giving me money
no
because
way.
because I forgot what it was. God, I wish I could remember. I was like in my pocket I was like, oh fuck. But I had the money, but it's like I didn't have, I mean, it's in the truck or it was somewhere. And I was like, fuck. And come out and give me money. Like, here, let me help you out. I'm like, no, I got it. I just, you know what I mean? But so it's
Kanpolero,
crazy. Yeah.
Kanpolero, I think one of your peoples is in here, bro. Love Music Mary Jane.
That's my girl.
Yeah, she said we need to tell that story that was before our son was born.
Oh, which one?
Hey, shout out to you.
She talking about when we were homeless and we were out there like we're ride or die, me and her. You know what I mean? Like we were out there, we were serving to survive though. We were slanging though. We weren't starving, but that's what I'm talking about. Like there was a point. The reason why we ended up in that little trailer thing where with no electricity, no light, we were like freezing, and it was freezing, it was cold, and we just hold each other to keep warm. But the thing is, like that
That's
was
sad.
some of our best times. And like we'd be like rolling because we down in the San Fernando Valley. All her family's like San Fernando Valley, San Fernando.
Okay.
And we'd be in the valley because I had a plug there and I'd plug up here, and
Sure.
they'd be on us. We were like one of the, I swear, we were one of the top 3 people they wanted in Palmdale, Antelope Valley for for on their list for serving. And they've caught us. They got us, but they never got us. I mean, but that was a long time ago. That's before. That's just like a long time ago. Wouldn't do that anymore. But
Of course.
yeah, and yeah, she was. Yeah, it was kind of cool. We went through a lot of shit.
Like I was telling you, bro. Hey, I don't mean to put my boy on blast, but Mary Jane. I was telling my boy yesterday, hey man, she sounds like a very good lady, bro. Take care of her, man. Take care of each other. Take care of each other, man. Yeah, no doubt. All relationships, no, there's no perfect relationship, man. I say this all the time. Kanpolero, every girl's crazy. But you just gotta find the crazy one you want to be with, brother, for the rest of your life.
You know what Mary Jane is, though. You know that's what you be rocking with.
Yeah. Oh yeah, me. Yeah, yes, sir. I love my smoke.
Your trees.
Yeah. Hey man. Shit. I think we should do a part 2 sometime, bro.
Okay, then we could do that. We could do that.
We hit the 2-hour mark, bro.
Oh, cool. Instead of we're probably boring people by now. We could. I'm ready to eat these tamales.
Hey, yeah. Hey, shoot me your cash app, bro. Shoot me your cash app, por favor.
Oh.
Mary Jane, if he's being stubborn, shoot me the cash app. Oh man. But yeah, hey, thank everybody. Hey, Kanpolero, you got a lot of love, bro. You got a lot of love from people in here, bro. People really rock with you, man. And continue being yourself, bro. Don't let nothing throw you off track. Youngsters, even reoffenders, there's some old motherfuckers that still running the streets. Take my boy right here as a prime example. You could change and turn your life around, man.
And we've been through some shit, and we still stayed out here, and we still
exactly, man. And I hope we can have a part 2. I don't hope we will have a part 2 because there's so much more that we didn't even come. We're not even halfway there, y'all, to be honest. But we don't want to hold you guys back for too long. And then my boy, I don't want his tamales to get cold.
Right.
And with that being said, thank you every single one of you that joined.
And remember,
the homie. Hey, before we leave,
what's up?
What's that?
What's up? I was gonna say, what's up? I was gonna say radio.
Hey, radio.
Tonight is definitely a
A
late night.
late
Dale
night.
gas.
Not a
No, but
loud
respect
night,
it.
perros.
But what were we gonna
Shit. Hey, there goes thank you, Machete. You beat me to it. There goes the homie's link right there to his channel because a lot of you asked for it, man. There it is. You guys go tap in, show him some support, and tell him Snoop sent you. God damn it, excuse my language. But yeah, man.
say?
There's his
Much
link.
love and respect to everybody who logged in and period. Straight
Yeah,
up.
we had
Like I appreciate that from my heart.
Yeah, likewise. I'm right there with it. Hey, Kanpolero, we had a good range of different people coming in and showing love, bro. That was
Oh,
super
that's
dope.
cool.
Yeah, super dope, bro. This will be left up, of course. So, you guys can go back and just in case you missed anything. And Capoeiro, so that way you can fucking check out the comments of all the people
Yeah, I gotta look at it now. I haven't
showing you
even know.
love, players. Show you love. They love you, my boy. You're a celebrity, fool. Hey, like I said, my boy, don't stay off track.
I
And
wish
don't let
nothing but the best for everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Yeah. Likewise, bro. And stay on track, bro. Don't let nothing throw you off. Continue doing what you're doing. And shit. Radio.
Radio.
Buenas noches en
Tonight
la
is
tira.
definitely a late night. Dale gas.
Everybody have a good night. Thank you guys so much, man. As always, it's your boy Snoop along with Kanpolero. Be proactive, not reactive, and we out of here, baby.
West.
Let's go. West.
All right.